We back again. We're here en route to clarity. The draw out, myself, Agent X, Black Yoda, Oracle Status, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, man, make some noise, man. Make some noise. No, joking.
It's kind of waiting for you to introduce the guest for the noise. You know what I mean? The time making noise, you know, yeah.
Really, but seriously, fun and joke aside, really special one today. I'm gonna be cracking jokes all day because I've got a friend in the building. One of my famous friends. No, but seriously though, fun and joke aside, I've got a friend in the building. Son, a brother, a father, a good friend, an actor. I'd like to say half a decent comedian as well, but he would probably beg to differ. My guest today is Anthony Adjekum. Give him a round of applause. And what's that doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm actually really happy to have you here because, as you know, we always have good fun conversations.
Yes.
Generally speaking. But and obviously you are a friend. I've known you a long time. But give the people a little brief overview of yourself, who you are, what you do, that kind of good stuff.
Anthony Adjekum, born and bred, North London, resident.
Finest.
North London.
London's finest.
Grew up in North London. Went to primary school in North London. Went to secondary school in London, North London. Got through the system, the school system. Then went to college. And then started working a little bit, and then ended up going drama school, man. Went drama school, done that for 3 years.
Which drama school did you go?
I went to one called Mount View Academy of Theatre Arts. It's based in Wood Green as well.
Okay.
So I ended up getting a scholarship to go there as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I had a scholarship back then.
So yeah, I had to audition for it. So it was called the Tottenham Grammar School Foundation Scholarship.
Okay.
So I went for the audition. I got into the drama school. And then basically, you know, you have to pay the fees. The fees are like £23,000 for, I think it was 3 years.
Wow.
So at that time, obviously, I didn't have that kind of money. So I done some investigations and I applied. And I found a scholarship called the Tottenham Grammar School Foundation Scholarship, which was an organisation that gives out scholarships to people that want to perform or want to go to drama school.
And you found this yourself?
Yeah, just searching, and then it just came up and it said if you live in Haringey, if you go to school in Haringey, and if you finish the course by a certain time, we will pay for your fees and your living expenses. So I was just like, right. So I had to read that a good amount of time.
Make sure they didn't make no mistakes.
I was thinking, how are these people just going to give you the money? Do you get what I'm saying? So I read it, and then I thought, yes, it is real. So you had to audition for it. So I auditioned for it in the drama school, and then they gave me the scholarship, man. And
what year was this?
This was 2001.
Okay.
2001. I applied. I auditioned to get into the drama school, then auditioned to get the scholarship. And that's when it really, you know, when I thought to myself, you know what, this is something that I can take seriously. If these people are paying for me to do the course, I got to try and take it seriously. Even though, like, obviously you still get up to bits and pieces while you're in the establishment. At that time, I felt like, I need to take it seriously, man. So just done the, you know, drama school, a very difficult course. Singing, dancing, acting. Hated the singing, hated the dancing, but it's something you had to do. I knew that I just wanted to do straightforward acting, but these are the kind of things you have to do to get through. So done that, and then signed up with an agent. So you have a like end of year performance. So you have a showcase where a lot of agents come to see you. So then done the showcase, and then signed up with an agent, and then that's just been the focus ever since, man. Yeah, man.
Okay. So in what year did you finish that?
Finished in 2004.
Okay.
So it was a 3-year course. I think it started mid-2001. I think it was like July or May or even September. It could even have been September in 2001, but it ended in 2004 basically.
Okay, so when did you get your first gig?
First gig, I got that in 2005. So I signed with the agent in October 2004, and then I got the first gig, which was a part in Casualty in 2005. That was the first ever gig, like professional gig. So yeah, that felt good.
What did you have to do in that role? What was the role?
The role was, I was like a joyrider. I think I was a joyrider, and I got into a crash, and I think I fled the scene, and then I ended up in the hospital, and then the feds come to the hospital, and they saw me in the hospital, and it got a bit sticky, and so I was a joyrider.
Yeah.
But it felt good though.
It felt good, no, it felt good, it felt good to just get something, because my whole thing was just like, I just want to be able to get paid professionally, or I want to be in the profession, and I want to be able to get paid for it as well. So for me, just getting a job was a win. It was a major win. Do you get what I'm saying? Coming from where we're coming from, and just that was the dream, innit? And then you meet the dream, and
take it from there.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So when you say you started looking, did you have any aspirations to be an actor, or was it just something that just fell on your lap? Or
so when I was in school, I used to love drama, innit? Drama was one of the lessons that you used to be able to interact with a lot of females. You're allowed to touch them in role, not in a bad way.
I wasn't gonna bring up anything, but but
it was just one of them.
Since you mentioned it,
it was one of them lessons where you could be free. Everyone's free and open. So,
and you was always very free and open.
I was very free and open in my younger years. I'm still free now.
Just in case you want to be open.
Oh my Lord.
Somebody who's free.
So I used to love drama, but I never really took it seriously. So like any times that we had like school productions and stuff, like I never wanted to be involved in it. Like it's not something that I wanted to do. So it's only, which I think I was quite good at it as well. But as I said, I just never took it seriously. I was more concerned with other things, do you know what I mean, at that time. But being free. And it's only when I finished school, I remember I went to go and look at my exam results. Everyone was looking at the exam results. I was looking at my exam results, and they were really bad. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was just like, like all this time that I spent here.
I can't believe that.
No, they were bad, man.
Seriously?
Yeah, they were. They were bad.
Not dry though.
I just messed about, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I just messed about, and for me, school was just fun. Like it was just laughing, jokes, and just banter all the time, like in school. So I never took it seriously at all.
To be fair, in all the years I've known you, it's always ever been banter.
Basically, no, it's true.
I'm not gonna lie,
and that's why when I saw you,
fair, even serious conversations just end up in but go on.
So I realized that I just fucked about throughout the whole 5 years that I was there, and I remember I always used to envy the people who would be able to have banter in the classroom but still get the work done. You know, there's always that person that would do that as well. So, but then I wasn't able to do that. Like I was just doing the banter but not getting the work done. So I looked at the exam results and realized they were really bad. And then I remember just walking around my area and not going home, not going into the house, innit? Because I was just thinking, like, I can't bring this back to my mum. Ghanaian household and all that kind of stuff. So I ended up giving the results to her. She cussed me out and she told me that you need to find something to do with yourself, and you need to either apply for college or look for work. And I was just like, okay, cool. So that's when I sat down and thought to myself, what did I enjoy? Like, what did I enjoy doing when I was in school? Like, what did I really enjoy doing? And I thought to myself, drama's something that I enjoy doing, so I'm going to apply for a course. And that's what I did. I applied for a BTEC Performing Arts course at Enfield College. Thinking that I was going to spend the majority of the time at Enfield College, but I ended up being in a theatre company based in Cockfosters called Chicken Shed Theatre Company. I was there for like 2 years, but then I always felt like I needed more training. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I applied for university. I didn't get into university, and I'd never worked before. So I didn't get into university, so I went to work. So I worked in retail for a little bit. Ended up in Selfridges. I was in Selfridges for about 3 years, and I just felt like I was just going to be on the shop floor for like the rest of my life. I was buying clothes or getting paid buying clothes, and just not really doing anything. So I left Selfridges, and then, as I said, I applied for the drama school, and I was surprised that I got in, if I'm being honest with you, because I hadn't been doing it. Do you get what I'm saying, for a long time, and I wasn't like massaging that muscle. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was surprised. You get me? And even when they gave me the scholarship, I was even more surprised as well. So yeah, I hadn't always been into acting at all.
I feel like a lot of them schemes, they're hidden, isn't it? You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, unless you're someone that looks for them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that you can actually, but there's very little people going for them.
100%.
Well, that's why I asked what year was it, because I know especially back then, you see what I mean? Now, obviously, people might be actually a bit more proactive in looking for these things. But back then, I mean, 2001, even the internet, some people still wasn't really up on it. And
definitely.
Do you get what I mean? A lot of people, they were like, like, how do you look for this? And do you get what I mean? They'd phone 1 and 2 places and that's it. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So that's why I asked, what year was this when you did that? Because obviously, with no prompting or anybody like kind of...
I mean, a few little prompts there. Like, so some of the teachers from the old course that I was on, the BTEC, they were just like, you know, look for scholarships. So I had a few people just saying, you know, and then also, I can't rub them out, like they also helped with the audition pieces as well.
Right.
That's another thing as well. Like, so as much as I just skim over the audition process, that's quite a big process as well, because you've got to look for a Shakespearean piece, and then you got to look for a modern day piece as well, and then you have to rehearse that, you got to learn that, and you got to go in and perform that as well. So again, I needed help with that. It's not something that I felt like I could do on my own. So I had, you know, one teacher in particular that used to be at the old BTEC course that I was on that helped me out with that. So I definitely have to give praise to him for that.
What's his name?
His name was Jonathan Morton.
Big up
So
Jonathan
he knows,
Morton.
yeah, man,
you
like
know
Johnny.
yourself. You know
He
where you
knows
are.
who
Anywhere
he
you
is.
are, big up yourself.
Big up Johnny. You
come
know.
on. You done know. They done know already, mate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But okay. So let's move it to present day.
Yes.
How's work treating you?
Work is treating me. I mean, you know, lockdown was difficult. I went up for a lot of parts, which I didn't get, which was very surprising. I thought to myself there was going to be things that I'll be getting, but for some reason, you know, as an actor, you go through that process as well, where you just don't get stuff at all. Do you get what I'm saying? But we come out of lockdown. I just finished filming 2 projects in the last couple of weeks, so it's starting to pick back up again. And just before lockdown, it was doing really well as well. I had a few projects.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, man, just before lockdown, 2018, 2019 was a good year. There's a few things that were coming out.
What'd you do then?
What did I do?
Yeah.
The most recent one that came out, when did it come out? 2020, I think it was a film called County Lines.
Okay, yeah.
Which is, it's a film based on county lines, which is a subject matter that we obviously are aware of. Do you get what I'm saying? But the script was a really powerful script. When I read the script, I was just like, you know, I want to be a part of that. Do you get what I'm saying? So I remember going in for the casting. I remember hearing a guy reading for the part that I was going up for, and I was sitting down behind the wall, and I could hear him, and I was thinking, you know what, he's not on the levels. He's just not doing the stuff. But you just got to stay humble and just wait for your turn. I went in. I spoke to the director. Me and the director really clicked. I read the part. I thought I'd done okay. Do you get what I'm saying? And then I left. And then they contact. I think I went in for another audition. No, I done a self-tape first.
Right.
So first I done a self-tape. So that's just where you have to record the lines. On I do it on my phone. I sent it in, and then they called me in for another casting. So I done the casting, and then they got back to me, and then I started filming that. So that was the most recent thing. Very powerful film. It's out on BFI Player at the moment, which you could get online somehow. It had some BAFTA interest as well. So so that's the most recent thing.
What do you think about typecasting and like the kind of roles that are given to let's say black males?
Black males. My thing is that when I was in drama school, I always wanted to put out that energy of like, don't try and typecast me in it. Like, I feel like I'm a person that can play different types of roles. I can switch it up. I can flip it. Do you get what I'm saying? So that was my whole energy, and that was my whole ethos. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and I think them seeing me and just watching me perform and just, you know, seeing my energy, I felt like they tapped into that. Do you get what I'm saying? So in the different castings that they used to make me do while I was in drama school. So then you come out of drama school then, and now you got to try and have that same energy in the industry now. So you gotta try and make it, you know, just try and direct. I think you got to try and direct your career, because if you don't do that, the industry will direct it for you. Do you get what I'm saying? So
have you turned down things?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. I've definitely turned down stuff, but in the early stages, it was more just about just getting the credits. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a plan in it. For me, there was like a little plan, like, so you try and get as many credits as possible just to build up your CV so people can take you seriously, and casting directors, if they look at your CV, they're like, oh, he's done this, he's done that. Even with that as well, you can also negotiate like more money as well. So the more you've done, the more credits that you have, like, you know, your agent can negotiate, you know, different pay rises and stuff like that. So for me personally, I just like recently, what I played, the 2 last roles that I just played one was a Nigerian businessman who has like prostitutes. So like he sleeps with prostitutes, and his wife pays the prostitutes like after he's beat them. Do you get what I'm saying? So I enjoyed playing that. And then the other character that I just played, I think it was last week. I played a doctor. Do you get what I'm saying? So I love that shit. Like that's for me. Like I love the fact that I get to flip it and they don't just typecast me. Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And if things do come in that I don't,
that's a testimony to you as an actor as well, though.
Yeah, I think you gotta, at some point, you gotta try and work out what it is you want. Do you know what I mean? And what direction you want to go in. And I think that comes with time. Like some people know it straight away. They go into the industry, they know what they want to do straight away. But for me, I think it took a bit of time for me to start to work out the game and how to maneuver in the industry. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, and I will turn down stuff if I feel like it's not what I want to do. And I know sometimes my agent is like, but he doesn't argue. Like we don't argue about it. We got a relationship now where he understands what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? And
well, let's answer the question that's on everybody's lips, because you know we tend to do that. Would you wear the dress?
No, I wouldn't. And like, I just and it's a good question, because there's there's actors out there that are doing. I think they're doing quite well, who've worn the dress. You know what? I was sitting down watching the reruns of The Fresh Prince the other day with my son, because my son loves them for some reason, which I understand because it's a good program. But
and you probably introduced him to it.
I think I did, I did. I introduced him to it, and now he just gravitates to it.
When it came to Netflix.
Man. So I was watching a rerun the other day, and Chris Rock came up, and Chris Rock is wearing the dress in the thing. I don't know if you've seen the episode. I have not seen that episode. So I said to my son, that's Chris Rock. He's like, yeah, I know who that is. And I was like, okay. And then he's wearing the dress. Now, look, everyone's different. Everyone each to their own. Some people feel comfortable. Some people turn around and say, you know, it's just a character. You're just playing a character. Me, personally, it's just not for me, innit?
For me, I understand that, But how comes do you lot think, like, how comes that ridicule, like, won't go to, say, a white guy? Because white guys done the dress thing loads of times. And how comes you feel like they don't have to overthink that? They'll even go for a hen night and dress up in girls' clothes. Like, you know what I mean? Their thing is they're so relaxed with it. Like, I just feel like, do you feel like sometimes there's a lot put on us to not want to do certain things, to kind of just keep us in a certain place of always being under attack? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, because some people are just free to do what they want to do, and then sometimes we have to overly think our movements.
I don't have to overly think it.
That's I'm saying as a culture, you know what I mean? Not you personally.
Yeah, I think, you know, as a culture, I just really think it's down to the individual. Do you know what I mean? Like, some people feel no way to do that, and I'm not judging you if that's what you want to do. And I always feel like when I turn it down, someone else is going to do it. I don't feel bad about that. Like, I feel like if I turn it down, it's cool. Someone else will do it. You're going to get someone else to do it. Like, in the early stages, I used to get a lot of stuff through for Crime Watch. So they used to come through. The money was good sometimes. My agent would be like, oh, do you want to do this? And I'd be like, you know, I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. And again, the next man's going to do it. You're going to get someone else to do that. It's just about I think... Me as a performer, I need to feel comfortable in whatever setting that I'm in. Do you get what I'm saying? So if I'm wearing a dress, or if I'm doing something that is not making me feel comfortable, then I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to do it authentically. Do you get what I'm saying? 100%. So that's my stance, and you know,
No,
that's what I stick to,
it's a good
and that's what
stance
it is.
from
man.
from my opinion. Don't get it twisted, but it's like I just like to answer the question because
Yeah, of course,
I do
of course.
see that that's put on us, but I just feel like no one else.
When you
they
say
don't-
put on us, what do you mean? Like
you
what?
know, like there's a lot put on us to be like we don't want to do that, we don't want to do that as a culture. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of what we don't want to do, if we said okay, you can imagine if you can compare it on how many times they've made another culture do it, then you can kind of weigh up whether it's targeting us or. Do you know what I'm saying? I do believe that they don't mind being demasculated in a certain way, but then there's some people with us, like look at like Little Nas X, he's gone to the extreme, innit?
Look, brother.
I've never seen nothing like that.
Brother,
in my life.
have you seen the latest video? Have you seen the latest one?
That's the one with that. I haven't watched it, but I've seen little.
Which one? Which one are you talking
The one
about?
you're talking about with that Jack Harlow guy, yeah. I've seen things on Instagram.
There's
little
one.
clips.
There's someone sent me one the other day because I got a son.
Yeah.
Don't forget they drew the kid, my son, in, and all the other kids
Yeah,
with
the horse.
Old Town
Old
Road.
Town Road.
So the one that is out now is about where he's in a prison when he gets sentenced in the
Yeah,
court and
yeah.
he goes to prison. He's
Yeah.
in the prison. So that's the most recent one
Yeah,
that I've
fully
seen.
got. Aye.
That I need to sit down and have a conversation
Serious.
with my son about.
You understand what I'm saying? So there's extreme to extreme, innit? Like they'll be telling people not to do certain things, and then if they really wanted to, that's what they can do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
I think I better ask the question. Because in case you hadn't realised, this is not actually what we do. We don't interview people, although we could dress you down, give you a good proper dressing down. So no, but seriously, that's not what we do. So I think I'm going to actually ask the question because I think everybody. Cheers, thanks for that, by the way. I think everybody's gonna appreciate the question today. So, if you don't mind, I will
Go
proceed
for it, man.
with the question. And the question is, glass ceilings. I'm sure everybody knows what I mean when we talk about glass ceilings, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But the question I want to ask today is, are the ones we create in our mind more detrimental than the ones that exist in reality?
I believe so.
Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is, let's use you as the example, because I don't like to use myself. You could have had certain challenges, and I'm not going to go into the specifics, but you could have been perceived to have certain challenges coming, like we said earlier, coming from where we're from, you know, being who you are, generally, just generally, you know.
Which I have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the circumstance you would have been in 2001.
Yep.
Do you see what I mean?
Yep.
You would have had a lot more reason, especially, like I said, coming from where we're from, to not go out of your way to look for a
Scholarship.
Do you see what I mean? And even when you do that, if you listen to the rhetoric, there's probably no point, because what's the chances of you being where you're at now?
Classic, innit?
Exactly.
So when I say that, what I'm saying is if the glass ceiling had have deterred you, what basically I'm saying that if the narrative had deterred you from doing what you've done, that would have been your own glass ceiling within your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is the narrative, if it's taken on board too much or for too long, can create a glass ceiling within your mind
100%.
that may not actually exist within reality.
Yeah.
Because
Not to say one doesn't exist within reality,
No.
but the one you've created in your mind might be far lower than the one that is actually there. There may actually be one there.
there's always doubt, and there's always
Well, not so much doubt. There may be limitations to what you can do from where you're from, or for who you are, or whatever the case may be. But does that reality create fear? And does that fear create a ceiling that is lower than the one that actually exists?
I believe so.
it's a good question.
Especially for they've given us those glass ceilings for each culture. I believe has a level of glass ceiling.
Of course.
There's no actual
Well, not just culture, gender,
Yeah,
sexuality,
yeah, yeah, thank you.
everything.
You understand?
Anybody,
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
has their struggles.
Yeah.
Do you
And so
understand what
you
I'm
have to
saying?
just- you have
So
to-
there is a glass ceiling per se, if you want to put it like that.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? That
Yeah.
exists, that some people break through.
Break through.
Do you see what I
Yeah.
mean? But it does exist to a degree.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
Do you
why
see
I
what I
like that
mean?
you call it glass ceiling,
Of course.
because that to me explained more than anything.
Yeah.
Because even when I was in drama school, as I was saying, I think I was talking to you before when they went to the shop,
Yeah.
like that, or was I talking to you? I can't remember. But that there was a time where I wanted to leave the course, innit?
Yeah.
So I was in I think I was in year 1. So it's 3 years. I was in year 1. I was the only black guy in my year as well, yeah? And I just felt like no one understood me in there, innit? Like I felt like no one understood me. I felt like they're not giving me the right roles that I want at that time. That was at that time. That was the early stages, yeah? And I just thought like, you know what? And before that, every time, because I remember leaving Selfridges and I started working in other little department stores. And every time I didn't feel comfortable with something, I would just roll out.
Yeah.
So I'd just walk out, just walk off the shop floor, yeah? And then I remember going home to my mum and she'll be like, oh, you still working? I'll be like, yeah, these times I've just left the job. So, yeah, there was a time where I just walked out of everything and I nearly walked out of the course.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? So, and that was just through, maybe it was just fear of, maybe it was just fear, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah,
Fear.
maybe it was just fear. Yeah,
And what would you consider that discomfort?
it was a discomfort as well, for sure, 100%.
Did that create the fear?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did, because I didn't feel comfortable. I felt uncomfortable in that setting. So what happened is there was a girl that I was good friends with in the course. So I remember having a conversation with her. She was just like, look, you can't leave the course when you got this scholarship. You can't leave, blah, blah, blah. And then I also remember talking to a director that I was working with on one of the projects. And she said the same thing to me. She was just like, look, you know, if this is how you feel, then maybe we can make you feel a little bit more comfortable. She was really, you know, compassionate about how I was feeling at that time. Do you know what I mean? And I was just happy that I had that conversation with those two people, because I was, you know, ready to go into ignorant mode and just leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because out of fear.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I definitely take as well from just that whole drama school process is just, I remember a director said to me, you just need to have confidence and courage. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's so many things that they say to you over the course of time that you're there, innit? But I think it's really important to take certain things. I remember someone said to me, you got to take whatever you can that applies to you and just put it in your toolbox.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So confidence and courage, even though it's just so simple and it's so basic, rather the way that you need that in life in general. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
In whatever setting that you're in, there's a lot of people that deal with anxiety. There's a lot of people that, you know, have a lot of different issues. So,
And even just, for example, like you might just have a difficult situation.
yeah, life,
Difficult
yeah,
circumstance.
real life
You
stuff
get
was
what I
going
mean?
on at
Yeah,
the same time as well. At the same time.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, and that's my point. So you've got much more reason to not be focused, to not be driven.
100%.
You've got more reason to, as you said, go into ignorant mode. Because it's a lot easier. That's the easiest thing to do.
That's
Going
the
back to
one,
something
yeah.
we were speaking
Yeah,
about earlier.
yeah,
Do you see what I
yeah.
mean? That's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, going back to my point, which is the fear that creates, the discomfort, because the discomfort creates the fear. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And that fear is what creates the switch which says, fuck it,
Yep.
basically.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And I think we all have that switch.
We do.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, once you're under enough duress, you see what I mean? Then you get to a stage where you're like, I'm willing to even give up on myself.
Yes.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, which happens.
Well, no, it happens all the time. Like,
Yeah.
like you said, you was one of those people.
Yeah,
You was
100%.
willing at that point to say, you know what?
Yeah, yeah, fuck
I don't
it.
care about myself.
But that was the pattern of behavior that was going on
No, but
before that as well.
Well,
So
this
it
is my
found its
point.
way into the drama school as well.
Yeah,
and
it'll find its way into everything.
it's
you
gonna
do.
be, 100%.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that said, that fear creates the fuck it, and the fuck it is the glass ceiling. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That you've created in your own mind.
Yep,
Do you see what I mean?
yep.
And that's the point of the question. Is that glass ceiling lower? Do you see what I mean? Than the one that actually exists? Do you see what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so let me give you an example. you've got somebody who will say, you know what, I'm not going to college. I'm not working. That's £250 a week. I'm not working for that. Do you see what I mean? But they would go and risk their life and limb. Do you see what I mean? And yeah, don't get me wrong, 10 grand might go through their hand in the week, but none of that 10 grand's theirs.
Yep.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're risking your life and your limb for that. You see what I mean? But you would not just have no worries and no fears and no cares and go to work with the. And this is another thing. I think a lot of people, they place so much importance on where they're at right now as opposed to where they could be. You see what I mean? And they're not prepared to give up whatever they have right now in the hope of what they, well, not even the hope, but in the kind of like knowledge of what they could be. Do you understand what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So it's like, you're not your circumstance. But 100%. A lot of people, they give in to their circumstance.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Which has definitely happened in my career. So it hasn't always been all hunky-dory. So there's times where you get a lot, like rejection is standard procedure. Do you get what I'm saying? It's standard. So I remember I used to go up for stuff and get really emotionally attached to what I've gone up for.
Yeah.
And then when I don't get it, I get emotional about it. Like I feel like, no, I should have that in rare tail. Like I put so much effort. So that's, again, you have to be able to detach
yourself.
That that emotion from whatever you've gone up for. So that's something that I've learned to do.
And to be able to refocus to go again.
This is what I'm saying.
If you get too down about anything, then you can't pick yourself up for the next one.
This is it. So again, and then there was a period where I had to just pause on the whole career. I took on a thing called a special guardianship order. So I went to court and got a special guardianship order for my nephew. So that just put me on pause for a little while as well. So I'd done that whole thing as well. And then I had to come back again and go back into the industry. So yeah, man, there's always going to be challenges there, brother. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, sometimes it can put you off that glass ceiling. It could, sometimes deter you. So
then what keeps you on the track? What keeps you?
You know what it is? It's a very good question. What keeps me on the track? The wins, the little wins sometimes. Sometimes it's the little wins. Sometimes that is the confidence in your own ability. So just knowing that you're good at what you do. Not everyone's going to see that. Not everyone's going to be a cheerleader for you, but there's going to be some people in the industry that can see it for what it is. And they're going to be the people that are going to help you to get to wherever you need to get to, along with you just staying focused and you just knowing that you've got the ability to do this. Do you get what I'm saying?
So did you have that from the off? That kind of mindset? The reason why I asked you that is because going back to the glass ceiling thing is that, again, young black male, coming from where we come from, you see what I mean? You could be led to believe that, there won't be opportunities for you.
Yeah, I think I was going to say that the glass ceilings are sometimes made where they're not always our own brain. You know what I mean?
Sometimes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because
even that Bane the title of Bane.
Yeah, I had this conversation the other day.
Yeah, I just feel like that's
very offensive.
It's offensive, and it's a glass ceiling.
Yeah, 100%.
It's tinted windows.
Yeah,
created,
not by you.
Not by you. What does it?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like you put that's even it's racist to even.
Yeah,
come on.
I had this conversation with my uncle yesterday. He was so even the word nigger created by someone else. We didn't create that. Coloured created by someone else. You know what I mean? We didn't create that. So yeah, but I forgot the question, brother. It's terrible.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking
I haven't even smoked
the Bane. I'll go back to the whole Bane that situation. You know what I mean? The way they tried to give us opportunities through that word. And it's almost like if we want opportunities, we have to take the opportunities through the word BAME at times. You know what I mean? Even me as a producer and as a director, I like to stay away from that word personally because you don't categorize me within the talent. You know what I mean? Just I want to be treated the same way that anyone else should be treated.
I remember the question you said. Has it always been there? Has that mindset always been there? I think it's got to be. It's not. It's definitely grown over the years. So the confidence and courage has definitely grown. it was always there, but I don't think it was as solidified as it is now. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, because what I'm trying to get to is the mindset of you
Yeah.
at that time. Because at that time, you would have had to break through a glass ceiling of your own within your own mind. Forget
Yeah.
about the one that exists.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether it exists or not is irrelevant, but I'm
Mm.
just saying, let's just for this purpose of this conversation, let's assume it does exist. Yeah. But like I'm saying, you would have had to break through a glass ceiling in your own mind. You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see what I mean? So what I'm trying to get to is like, when you started, you didn't have that, like you said, confidence and courage. But it's not that you didn't have the confidence and courage. It's just that you had this thing in you. Some people call it a street mentality. Some people call it, you know, like, I don't know, youthful ignorance. Do you get what I'm saying?
So. I think it was there, definitely. Definitely, it was definitely there. It was there, but it was kind of half-half. It was there. I understood what I needed to do, but at the same time,
Because going back to being the only black guy on the course, yeah, like, realistically speaking, like, that in itself shouldn't really bother you.
No, it didn't.
But on the other hand, it's something that you're conscious of. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because what I'm trying to kind of half get to, which basically the little microaggressions, the little things that make you aware of yourself, for want of a better word, create discomfort in funny little ways. Do you get what I mean? Because it's constant. Do you get what I mean? So makes you aware of yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? And that discomfort creates a fear. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And that fear, like I said before, usually presses the fuck it button.
Yeah,
Do you understand what I'm saying? Which then makes you basically say, I'm even prepared to
fuck up my shit.
My own shit.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Self-destruct.
Do you see what I mean? So, like I said, because of that, the glass ceiling doesn't even have to exist. Do you understand my point?
Yeah.
The glass ceiling only has to exist in theory because it's a narrative.
Yeah.
Because you will never get to a point where you would even know whether it exists or not.
Because
the narrative has created one in your own mind, which is much lower than the one that exists. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the glass ceiling that you think exists, which is the reason why you didn't actually take the chance on yourself, because there's no point, right? Because you can't get any because you're a black male or you're from so and so North London or you're whatever the reason is or lazy narrative that existed that people have told you or you've grown up hearing or whatever the case may be, that now is applied to you from young. So you grow up knowing this, hearing this, believing it's true because you're not aware of it. You haven't been anywhere yet. Do you understand what I mean? But once you get to a certain point, because that thing exists in your head, you create it to be much lower. But basically what I'm saying is your kind of like expectations for yourself depreciate year on year. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a horrible thing to have mentally. Do you get what I'm saying?
But again, going back to what Jay was saying with the whole dress thing, other people don't walk around with that duress. Do you see what I mean? So like I said, the narrative is basically the Wizard of Oz. It doesn't actually exist. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because it doesn't have to anymore.
Yeah.
It did at one time, but it doesn't have to anymore. Because what the narrative that has done is created a lazy narrative that gets repeated and regurgitated to people, so they create the glass ceiling within their own mind. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the glass ceiling doesn't have to exist. If it did, could you really be where you're at now doing what you're doing?
Don't think so.
I'm throwing it out there.
Interesting point.
because I feel like we should be as interested about playing criminals as much as we're interested, like, you know what I mean, interested about not wearing a dress.
Yeah.
So like to me, like so what in terms of what Jay's saying is that we understand the compromise, but it's like the compromises that we're comfortable with and the compromises that we're not comfortable with. For me, it makes that grey area, if that's the right word for it, where it's like these other people, the ones that are from other cultures, don't even have to think about that. And if they want to be a great actor, they can be. And being a great actor means that you can go into any kind of role.
And I get that. I understand that. Like from an artistic point of view, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I get it from an artistic point of view that that's something. Because a lot of the time, these people, you know, they would wear a dress and people forget about it, or they move on, they do other things. No one don't really care, really.
No one don't really care. Some of the criminal roles make people turn into killers and maybe make people get killed. Let's say like The Wire, for instance. I'm just going to use an example. Paid in Full. Some of these films and series got taken on very heavily.
Yeah.
So these people really took these lifestyles on in different ways and wanted to be Mitch or wanted to be Stringer or wanted to be these guys. Yeah. So for me, like the some of the detrimental things that happen through people enjoying those programs, and then someone wearing a dress. Like I don't think no one got killed off for wearing a dress like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but even like when we look at Omar.
Yeah.
So the character that Omar played.
Thank you. That's such a great example.
And he, you know, no one don't think about it because he's such a shower man. No one cared about the fact that he was homosexual.
But they kind of respected it even more. That's what you got to look at, man and their opinions.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that they respected it more. You see what it is again, this is what
it made him extra greasy. You know?
That's what I was about to say. It's like
who else is like that? There was someone else in Oz. Who was it? Was it Adebisi?
Oh, Adebisi. Yeah, Adebisi. He was the sickest though. He was the sickest.
Adebisi.
Adebisi was in jail. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, he was in jail. He was in jail. Yeah, I'm not gonna give him the pass for that. But I'm just saying he was in jail.
Omar was on the roads.
Adebisi. Do you know what? Every time I think about Adebisi, there's just one scene that just pops in my mind, and you know the scene straight away. Bruv, he's in the cell, and it looks, because there's somebody in a dress, bro, like with the wig on, like and like they're dancing in the cell, and it literally looks like he's got a woman in the cell, like it literally, because they got their back to the thing.
Okay, yeah.
And then it's like they're dancing a bit too fast, and he like slaps them and like drags the wig off, and he's like, wine slow. But then, like, the person turns around and it's a dude, and it's just like,
gosh.
That's when I knew that program was just too deep. Bro. They went too far with that, but that program was cold that they went in.
It was.
There was a few though, The Wire, The Corner. But anyway.
I just think it's down to, you know, personal preference. Every actor's different. Every actor's got their own opinion on what they feel comfortable doing. I really think it's important as an actor to feel comfortable, and if that's what you feel comfortable with, then do your thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Come on. But again, going back to my point, which is the glass ceiling. So let me give you a different example then. You're a woman in the workplace, yeah? A mainly male dominated or populated workplace, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there a glass ceiling? Is there only so far you can get as a woman within that environment?
Some women say that, but I don't think there is. I think you can rise up in any situation.
I think when you mention glass ceiling, I feel like glass ceiling is in our mental, yeah?
100%.
So I feel like even if there is...
perceptions
or
narratives or barriers or hurdles.
I don't think they have glass ceilings as much as we.
It's just how high can you jump?
I think it's down to the individual to lick down that glass ceiling. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's why it's glass, because it can be broken.
Break
you can bang your head on it and go, oh, there's something there stopping me going.
But there's purposely.
But they're out there. Then people are out there.
But that's my point.
Definitely not one of them.
But there's more on us.
Like crash.
But what I'm
more on us as black males.
But check my point though. Yeah, this is the point. So we just said there are those people who will reach it and be like, but I can't go because there's something there. Yeah. What I'm saying is there's other people who don't even try to rise up to get to anywhere because they create one in their mind.
I know.
I know. But I'm just saying, I'm repeating it because most people have a glass ceiling.
Yeah.
Most people. Not everybody, but most people.
Yeah.
They limit themselves. Let me give you an example.
I think everybody, you know.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
don't think you say most people. I think it's
No.
everybody.
No. I wouldn't stretch it everybody because anyway, I wouldn't stretch it everybody because there are a few individuals who don't even see life in that context. So they look, I wouldn't say, for want of a better word, outside the box. So I'm not gonna.
Once you present that concept, it helps you to break it.
That's what. No, but this is
You know
what.
what I mean?
No, but this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say. So there are people who have gone beyond the question that I'm asking today. So those people do exist. So I'm saying not everybody. Do you know what I mean? But there are some people, most people. I'd say the majority of people. I hate to generalize, as you know, but
What's good about how you think, sorry, just to quickly, is that you say things that will help people to realize there's a glass ceiling.
Yeah.
Even if it's a small one.
Yeah,
Even if
yeah.
you're a monk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're way ahead of man in terms of like the
Yeah.
glass ceiling.
Yeah.
It's still when you present that concept to them, it will enable them to level up.
Yeah, to level up.
Yeah.
And as well, what it is, I think, with glass ceilings is to be able to concede things. The more you can concede is the further you can go. Because you break down your own perceptions and
Barriers.
misconceptions and prejudices and biases and do you understand what I mean? So the more you can do that is the more you can let go of things that might hold you back, unbeknownst to yourself.
100%.
Do you see what I mean? So this is why I gave Anthony the question. Because somebody like himself, he had to let go of a lot of things.
100%.
Do you understand? To get to where he is now. Do you understand? He had to do a lot of growth within himself to get to where he is now. Do you understand what I mean? He had to focus. Do you know what I mean? He had to be driven. Do you get what I'm saying? To get to where he is now. Do you understand what I mean?
That's one of the first time, obviously, apart from sports, that I've ever heard of a scholarship in the UK. You know the ones there?
Never heard of it.
In the UK, like if it was sports, I think like sports is the only one that I hear scholarships for. Do you know what I mean?
Usually American thing, isn't it? Like
It's usually
scholarship.
American scholarship. You know what I mean? And then I realized that some people get sports scholarships. But I never really heard it for job. That's why it's nice when you're telling people because they're still there. I believe, you know what I
of
mean?
course.
So,
But then I had to I had to search for that. That weren't just
especially in the time that we're from.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I still didn't even believe it. When I was reading it, I was like, wow, like, how are they just going to give you the money for... And then they would just drop the checks in every... You know what I mean? So you had to manage the money and... do you get what I'm saying? The living... It wasn't a lot of money, like...
No,
but,
that's real though.
But they would pay the drama school direct for the fees, which was good. I'm glad they didn't get that to me. But... So that was paid for. So at least but in terms of living expenses, if you want to squander that money, that's up to you. Do you get what I'm saying? But I was just doing my thing anyway in between that anyway. So it just helps to just top up. Do you get what I'm saying? What they were sending, but
no, just the fact that you went for it, and that's what I feel like is going to be a big message to some of the youth. You know what I mean? To just like, there's things out there to go for.
Definitely.
Look, because there's a lot of is hidden behind you. You just
100%,
and they're not promoted.
And again, that information was told to me as well. Like someone told me that like you might be able to get a scholarship. It's like so just look, just keep on looking. So I kept on looking, and it actually fell into place. Like it was saying that when you leave the course, which was the time that I was leaving the course, like I think it was 2004. So it's like if you leave the course by 2004, we'll give you the money. If you've gone to school in Haringey, we'll give you the money.
Big.
And if you live in Haringey, I was just like, wow. So I had to keep on reading it.
I got all of them
because that's me.
And that's you know what? That's exactly what I thought, brother. And I was just like,
I'm triply getting this money.
So now the next step now is to get the money. Like you apply for it, all right, cool. So then the next step now is to audition for it, and for them to see some kind of ability in you
to say, he warrants.
Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a stage, you know what I mean, and then picking the right stuff that will draw them in. Do you know what I'm saying? So
and then actually delivering it.
There you go.
Because it's all right doing all the prep work, but if you can't deliver it,
there you go, man. So when I got that, I was emotional. Yeah, I was emotional because I was just thinking, wow, like because I hadn't been doing it as well. So if you haven't really been massaging that muscle, you're still a bit raw and like that's the whole reason why you're going to do the training in the first place because you're just rough around the edges. But I think all they wanted to see is potential. Do you know what I'm saying? So definitely, man. If I get to a stage,
what else have you done around like entertainment industry?
So it's been TV, it's been film, it's been adverts. Done a few adverts, voiceovers as well. So I do a couple voiceovers from time to time. Trying to get into this whole writing thing at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd also like to get into producing as well. So that's another thing that I've been looking at, and hopefully down the line that's something I should be able to get into.
No,
but
definitely.
but yeah, that's
So you're breaking them glass ceilings in your
you
mind.
know what? Yeah, because what I'm finding is that a lot of these actors are just multitasking on a whole different level, brother.
But you
You
feel
get
like
what I'm
we're in a
saying?
time where we have to multitask a bit
Yeah,
more.
no, definitely. It's like acting is just not the only avenue that you can go down. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then when I look on these call sheets, it's like the actor. I've worked on things where the actor's the writer,
Yeah.
the actor's the executive producer as well.
And you're one of the people that could do that because of your experience.
Yeah, and you know, and that's why, you know, when you talk about glass ceilings, I think it's quite important, because you would think that could be something that I put a glass ceiling up about. Do you get what I'm saying? I think maybe I can't do the casting. Maybe
No, not maybe.
Yeah,
You shouldn't
I can't. Yeah,
I
do you get what
can't
I'm
do
saying?
it.
But
Yeah.
now I'm at a stage now where you're like, right, I can do that. I know I can do that.
No, I know I can do it.
Yeah.
Now it's just for me to do it.
Basically, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've done casting before. I've done casting for Top Boy. I've done casting before. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like,
Confidence and courage.
yeah, man. That's
Go and
it.
do it now.
It runs.
I know I can do it. Just go and do it now.
100%.
Yeah.
So
But a lot of
people.
people, like I said before, the discomfort turns into fear,
Yeah.
which says, fuck it.
Yeah.
And makes them give up on themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you understand? Which is the glass ceiling within your own mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get what I'm
it's-
saying?
And it happens across the board, man. It's not. It's in.
That's what I'm saying. It's not. It's a general thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Definitely.
Do you get what I mean? And everybody has their own. Do you get what I mean? Like everybody has their own limitations that they put on themselves. Do you get what I mean?
100%.
You know, you're not taught to think big or to dream big.
Mm.
Do you get what I mean?
When you should. I believe you should.
Well, remember, whatever you can perceive,
You can achieve.
you can achieve.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
What's funny is that when you said the whole glass ceiling thing, the first thing that came to my head was glass. Like, don't throw stones from a glass house. Yeah. So instantly, again, I'll go back to that now from the conversation you had. And it's like it's the glass ceilings is like a glass house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like there's only so much it's only your thinking is very narrow in that glass house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I even don't throw stones from that glass house because it's not strong enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you eliminate the glass around you, you become it's a different level. You know what I'm saying?
And you can see everything.
Yeah. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you might not be able to deal with all that.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, so, so it's better you just look through that narrow little thing in the top of that little bottleneck in the top there.
You know what I mean? Be in a strong place to talk as well. Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of mentally,
Yeah.
because that's what it all comes down to. The people that you respect as we get older is the people that have got stronger mentals, even if they're in the forest like this. You know what I mean?
No, for
Some
real.
shaman guy, like, you know what I mean?
Definitely, man. Definitely.
No, trust me. But again, like I say, because what I've realised is that, okay, just touching on what you're saying there, is that a lot of people who are strong mentally, strong people, even they give in to their circumstance at some stage because of, it's a bit like a water drip. Do you see what I mean?
If you don't, can you get stronger?
Sorry?
If you don't give in, can you get stronger?
Yes.
I believe
And
sometimes.
let me give you and this is what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to say is that we've had this conversation before as well. It's like, you know, can you be positive in a negative place?
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We've had this conversation before. So it's what I'm saying is that, and I'm going to use you again as the example because you are the guest. So like I said, you could have created a glass ceiling that would have meant you would have become another statistic within your own mind, because all those avenues would have been open to you. You're coming from that effectively, you know. Again, I'm not gonna
No, but
but what I mean is that from where you're from what you were around, from who you know, from just the area, do you know what I'm saying? You know, you had much more reason to not be singing and dancing.
you know, the thing was interesting about what you're saying is that I actually, that mindset I actually have to maintain it still now to this day. So draw outs come from so many different angles and so many different directions. You get what I'm saying? Whether it be on the roads, whether it be family, whether it be friends, whether it be general public. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to also remember what your focus is. Try to focus on your focus, and try and remember what you're trying to do out here. And that comes from having good people around you.
Definitely.
Having people reinforce certain things. So I've been in situations where I just want to switch now, then. Yeah? So I pick up the phone. Me picking up the phone and calling someone, that's me learning to, not humble myself, but just trying to get someone to talk some kind of common sense into me. And then that person's a good person, innit? So they're thinking, no, you can't do that. And I'm thinking, why not? In my head, I'm thinking, why not? Like, why can't I do that? And they're like, because this, or you're going to be doing that next week. And then I'm like, raw shit, it's right. You're right. And my mum always said, you know what I mean? Like, you're always, whenever you do something negative, that's always going to be the thing that they want to talk about. Do you get what I'm saying? As soon as you do something negative, you know what I mean? They can easily just, write up a story and just attach it to you and that's it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I constantly have to be on point and to also just remember the levels and just make sure my mindset is intact, which is, not an easy thing to do a lot of the time, especially when you've got a certain personality and there's a side of you that could just switch quite easily. Do you get what I'm saying? Which we spoke about earlier as well. But we spoke about how it's easy to do that. But it's it's harder to stay focused. So
I feel like, you remember us having a conversation with Jay the other day, it's like a spiritual fight to your decisions. Every decisions we make, like, new levels, new devils. You know what I mean? And when you get to a certain place where you've made and because when you're a strong spirit anyway, like, there's a lot of different entities trying to attack you. I think
draw out is a part of it. Like, you have to be drawn out to be that, or you have to be, someone has to try and draw you out
for you to exercise it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
You get what I'm saying?
That's the 100%.
And it comes in all different forms. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
yeah. It's only people that, as you get older, it's only the people that's closest to you that can even touch you in that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Definitely bring that emotion out.
Yeah, it's an ongoing journey though. It's an ongoing journey. I've definitely got so much better at it. I really I can see that I've got better at it, and I exercise it. I definitely exercise it, and it works. Do you get what I'm saying? So with that being said, you just continue to do it and just try not to get drawn out, man.
Yeah.
That's the focus in it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, it's not easy, bro.
It's not
easy. But so are we all agreed then that glass ceilings exist, but the ones we create in our mind are much lower?
100%. I think you need to write a book on that. So we're going to copyright that now. Glass Ceilings, written by Agent X. I was going to say it was going to be French. Agent X. I don't know what I was going to say. It's just sweet. It's just Agent.
Just sweet.
Glass
Ceilings. But seriously,
it's really important though. Like, I mean, obviously we've been talking about it for a little while, but I don't think. Well,
I see young men.
It's quite
I see young men who say stuff to me like, "You know how it is out here. What am I supposed to do? Boy, I just got to get to the bag. It's just like, boy, man's got to do this thing." It's like, do you?
Yeah, there are.
Like, do you?
There are other options.
No, but like, do you? No. What I'm saying is this, yeah. Are you in love with the lifestyle or are you in love with the money? Because if you're in love with the money, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. You could make much more money legally. Do you get what I'm saying? Doing other stuff. No. Hear me what I'm saying to you, bro. You wouldn't go to college and learn a trade. And by the way, I know loads of plumbers, loads of electricians, loads of chippies, and they make loads of money. Let me just tell you that. Do you understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is you wouldn't go to college and learn a trade and actually apply yourself to something. Do you get what I mean? Because your mind's told you that somehow this is what you need to be doing. Do you get what I mean? And this is the only way you can make money. But the joke is, you're not making money.
Truth.
you're not making money. Money goes through you. Money goes through you.
Yeah, you see money.
But you're not making money.
No.
You're not making money.
No.
So I'm saying that mentality is a glass ceiling,
100%.
which you've created in your own mind.
100%.
Do you understand?
100%.
There is no reason why you can't look outside of that and go and do something other than that.
It usually takes someone else to come and show you something.
Yeah.
You know, like even when I was doing UK of Sud, in the early days, and people just they started doing maths based on shutting. You know? So they're like, you're making this much profit on every video, yeah? So I was like, yeah, man. You know, like more just encouraging people. Yeah, man, do it yourself, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, that's cool. I might start my own video thing, cause you know what I'm saying?
So that's the job done, isn't it?
Yeah, my job started. And look, now there was no video companies, and look where the country is now.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, don't you think I'm not happy? When I tell people I'm happy that it went like that, and I'm still doing my own thing. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but people don't understand. They still want you to be where you was back then. If you understand what I'm saying. But my whole thing was, it was supposed to something that can pass down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even with this story with yourself, like, you know how much people want to be actors. I work with a lot of people that are aspiring actors, and half of the things that I didn't know what you just told me. I just bring out the camera and try and give them an opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
I tell people all the time about my famous friends. You know what I mean? And they just try to, you know what I'm saying, denounce it like I don't know famous people.
You try to sound like you're not famous.
No, but seriously, funny joke aside, like, we proud of Andy. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I say that on camera. Do you know
I
what I'm
am,
saying?
and I
I
don't
say it
even
to
know
his
him like
face.
that,
He
you know
knows.
what I mean?
He knows anyway, but I would say it on camera to his face, so he
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
But he knows anyway. But we're proud of Andy.
Come on.
Do you understand? Because we've said it a few times, but where we're from, do you get what I'm saying?
There's not many.
And what we was doing and where we come from and what was going on at the time.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? To see him on TV, to see him, you know what I'm saying? To see him doing his thing.
It gives a different level of hope to everyone.
And it's not just hope, it's like pride. We're proud. Do you get me? Because he's a good reflection of us.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We can do that.
Good
Yeah,
reflection.
no,
There was,
bro.
and he wasn't the only one. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what you said? Good reflection of us, and I like that.
He's a good reflection of us. And the thing about it is a lot of people made bad choices.
Yeah.
He made good choices.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And off the back of that, it's so bad. I try to refrain from talking about you personally, but what I'm saying is he's more famous and more of a hero and more of a, I don't know what you want to call it, like basically what I'm saying is he's more respected for what he does as a man than what he does within his career because he doesn't promote it.
Can tell he's humble.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm going to say all of that for him. Do you get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is he's more famous for that, his character.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? How he carries himself, what he does with his family, and the man he is.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
He's more famous and more respected for that
Yeah.
than he is for his career. Which, by the way, if anybody had a career like his, you'd be singing from the rooftops.
Definitely.
And running around. You'd be on Insta, you'd be on Twitter, you'd be giving it the most.
Saying that, it's like if you had the career like his, you might be like him. Do you get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't.
If you had a life like him,
Yeah.
you'd be like him.
Do you get me? But
Not a career.
No, what I mean by it's like,
Other-
you know, like
no, let me
a lot
say
of
to
people
you.
that's done less, yeah, are a lot more bossy
Because
with it.
because they haven't. It's what I'm saying.
So
It's
you know,
your-
when,
it's
but
your-
you know when you're really
No, I hear
that
you,
guy.
I hear you, but what I'm saying is
You're
it's
really that guy,
No,
innit?
but that's what I'm saying. It's your experiences, and that's
Yeah.
why I said
It's got a lot to do with that.
it's
man.
your experiences.
And I always say that.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is he had already experienced before he went to do the scholarship.
You understand?
He's right.
He'd already
He's right,
experienced.
He's right.
Do you understand?
Definitely.
He was of a certain experience.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By the time he had got there. Do you
Yeah.
understand? So now what it's about is what you're going to apply yourself to.
It's true, you know.
Do you understand? Now it's about what are you going to apply yourself to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
How you
And
gonna
what I'm
channel
saying
that
is, what I'm saying is he had his shakes, he had his wobbles. He hit his head against the glass ceiling that he didn't know was there a few times.
Yeah, come on.
But the difference is he persisted, he focused, he refocused, and remembered the goal.
Yeah.
And the goal is through whatever's banging me on my head, and he
Yeah.
smashed through it.
Definitely.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So my point is
What's nice about me not knowing him is I just get the end product. when I meet him.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's
And
what
it's
I
mad
say.
because we met before.
But we've met before
On the journey,
You know what I'm saying? We've met before.
You know
That's
what
it.
I'm
And that's what's nice as well. Is that, but you know, like when I get to meet you now, just to even have an actual proper conversation where there's not so many people around, and we can, you get that instantly. You know what I mean?
And then there's so much more in it. Obviously, there's so many, there's so much more.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
To the story, intricate stuff that's in there. That,
Yeah, let's
you
get
get
into
what
it.
I'm
But let's
saying?
get into it. Let's talk about the work abroad. You know what I mean? Let's talk about some of the stuff you've done abroad.
Yeah, there's, and even
When's the
like,
first time you've been abroad? Like to work?
where'd I go? I think the first one was, it wasn't even too far. It was like Ireland. That was the first one.
That's
and then
good look, man, them don't really go there though anyway. So it's
I remember when I got off the plane, and I got off the plane, and the policeman come up to me and said to me, "Make sure you're careful." I'm not going to do the accent, but he said to me, "Make sure you're careful out here." And I was like, "Oh, like, what do you mean?" You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't walk around late at night. And I was just like, brother. So I just got in the car and just went to the hotel and was just like, all right, cool. But so we've been Ireland. The best one I have to say was Guadeloupe, brother.
Yeah.
Went to a place Guadeloupe, which is in the Caribbean. It was
East of Caribbean.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. What you doing out there?
It's a program called Death in Paradise,
Mad.
which is on BBC One. I was out there for about 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
But yeah, that was.
What's it like when you do the production there? Yeah,
It's just, it was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. That was
Guadeloupe, Martinique.
Brother.
How do they take care of you? You know,
they took care of you.
They're all
but
nice out there.
I know
man.
it's nice even to go on holiday. Imagine going to do a production.
And you know what's interesting about that? Tell you what's interesting about that one. That was like
You're gonna make my famous friends.
throughout that year. It wasn't a dead year. I was just like, you know what? I feel like I've been working so much. I just want to go away, innit?
Yeah.
But you never got the time. You got your little man. You got life. You know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, you know what? I really want to do. I really want to go away. First of all, I said I want to go to the Caribbean, but I want to work when I'm there. I don't want to just go there and just relax.
Exactly.
Because this is the kind of place where you can just relax all day and not really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I really want to go somewhere where I can work but in the Caribbean, like I want to go to the Caribbean, and then the job come through, and I was just like,
affirmed it. Man.
And then they were just like, you know what? All right, so next week you're going to be going, because we had to go to Paris first, do the Connect flight, and then go to what's it called, and then go to Guadeloupe. So they were just like, so you're going next week, and I was just like, wow, like that's the other great thing about this job. Do you get what I'm saying? That sometimes it could be so dead. You know what I mean? Nothing's going
100%.
on.
It's the
and then
creative world, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
and then
the
next
creative
week,
world altogether.
This is it. So Guadeloupe, I think for me was basically probably the best destination that I've been to. Do you get what I'm saying? And they looked after us well. I didn't realize how popular the program was. I've seen it, but I've never really watched it. I don't really watch TV as well, which is a bit weird. But like, I
don't watch TV.
No,
I'm saying.
So
you created though, innit? So
well, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was beautiful, brother.
Let me ask you a question. Do you watch yourself?
Yeah. Sometimes I gotta watch myself to check the levels in it, just to see the levels.
What do you mean by sometimes?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't watch it. Sometimes I just miss it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Like sometimes the other side. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I just haven't seen it. I just didn't get around to see it. And then there's some things that I want to see. Like how did you do? I think it's good sometimes to study your performance. You get what I'm saying? So that's where the confidence and courage kicks in as well, because you know in your heart that you've done a good job. You gotta leave the set thinking, you know what, I've done a good job. Do you get what I'm saying? But you're still not sure what takes they're gonna take. Do you get what I'm saying? So even like you don't know what they're gonna do in the editing room. Do you get what I'm saying? So you need to go and actually see. Even in this County Lines, there was one scene in there that used to bother me. Like I used to watch it and be like, because I can be quite pedantic. Do you get what I'm saying? And like, if I didn't pronounce a word properly, if I slurred a line or something, so I'm watching it thinking, I wish they never done that take. And you might watch it and think, that was quite good. But I'm watching it thinking, do you get what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes it's, I like to study the performance sometimes, but sometimes I just don't get around to seeing it.
Have you done sex scenes? Because you said, you was doing that thing, man.
The other day, like I done sex. Did I do a sex scene in drama school? Yeah, I done one in drama school. But the other day, we had to do something which was quite intimate. It was interesting as well, because I wasn't nervous about it, but for me, like, I just want everyone to feel comfortable in it. Like, I'm not on here trying to make anyone feel comfortable, and that's why I think it's good to have had a lifestyle where you've been around the opposite sex. Do you get what I'm saying? So you're not getting random boners. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even though, like, so I had to do this scene where the girl had to be on top of me and she's winding up on me, and then there's another girl next to me. They're both in negligees as well. So they had because of the whole Noel Clark situation as well, they had intimacy coordinator. I was like, right, okay, cool. So she called me and she's like, right, how do you feel about, the scenes and that? Like, do you want to take your top off and do you want to do this? And you had to sign contracts and all this kind of stuff. I was like, look, I'm cool. Like, it's just about, I just want everyone else to feel comfortable. Like, there's I'm supposed to be it's just before a threesome. So I've got like 2 other girls there as well. So I just want them to feel comfortable. Everyone to feel comfortable. Yeah. So we were supposed to have a rehearsal. We didn't have a rehearsal, which I was a bit pissed about. So the first time I met them was like, boom, the cameras are on, everyone's there, and like we're just sitting next to each other. So like I'm sitting there, I'm trying not to, because I'm a perv in the scene, innit? So I'm trying not to be a perv.
Balance.
In my normal life, even though I can be a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just sitting there. They're in negligees. They're sitting there. We're talking. It's a bit awkward. It is. But then you start talking. The personality starts coming out a bit. They seem cool. The coordinator. What did she do? She gave me these. She gave me this like. What is it like? It's mad as well because she gave me like a ball to put in between my crotch, and then she gave me these pants as well. And then she gave me something else to cover my hood.
You see, you would never hear these things.
Yeah, no, but I never. I mean, so, and I was just like, right, that's a lot of stuff. And so I put, like, she said to me, which one do you want? And I said, I'll put this one on. So I put this on. I covered my hood. So if I do get a boner, it's like the girl don't feel it. But then also she gave me a ball. It was really deep. Like she gave me a ball, like a squashy ball where I put in between my thighs, and then the girl was on top of me. So then she sits on the ball, yeah, and then she winds up on the ball. So it looks like she's winding up on me, but really she's winding up on the ball. So we're all good, innit? Like no one, she's not, her tuntun's not getting wet. I'm not getting a boner.
It probably is. But anyway,
we're all good. You know what I'm saying? So I was happy about that still.
But anyway, let's get off of your debauchery. But,
sorry.
No, but seriously, funny joke aside, it's hard with you. But anyway, that's fun. Funny enough, that's what I was going to ask is comedy.
Comedy, yeah, man. I've done a bit of comedy.
No, I know you have. But this is the point. I haven't got to my point. You don't never let me finish.
Sorry. But I've done comedy. I've done it. I'm a comedian. No, I'm joking.
No, but seriously, funny joke aside, which is hard with you. Like I said before, you are a natural comedian. Yeah. So what I'm saying is whenever you do comedy, it's not a comparison. I'm using his name as an example of an actor who is not a comedian, who does half decent comedy.
Yeah, who you can
Will
say?
Ferrell.
Sorry, go on. Let me let you finish. Go on.
So whenever I see you do comedy,
Did you just say he's not a comedian? Is that what you just said?
Well, is he
Will Ferrell you're talking about?
I'm not sure. I've never seen him stand up. I've never seen.
Do you know what? I think you like his comedy.
Do you like his comedy?
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm getting excited.
No, I do like him. I love him.
Not love him, but I like his work.
He's categorized as a comedian.
He is, yeah. He started off on Saturday Night Live.
That was seriously funny.
No, but whenever I used to see this brother when I was younger,
This guy's a comedian as well.
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying it for, because that's what we used to do.
Other people,
that's what we used to do.
And he's got a straight comedian.
No, but whenever I used to see him, it was just jokes. I was like, that's why I was excited to see, because I know it's going to be bands.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the bands. Like, that's what I'm excited for. Foolishness. But he's grown up a little bit now. It's a bit grown now.
Everyone brings out different sides, you know what I mean?
No, seriously, funny joke aside, every time we chat, it's always bands. That's all we do. No, it was horrible. It was horrible before. But the point is the reason why I said, because I don't know Will Ferrell to do stand up and all of that stuff. He may have. Like I said, I don't watch TV, so I don't know. Yeah. I know him to be an actor who does comedy. I didn't know he was a comedian.
He's definitely a comedian. I've never seen.
Oh, he's a comedian. I didn't know that.
They've never done a serious role.
Yeah, which I think he probably could do.
No, I think he has.
Has he? In what?
If you can find it and send it to me.
Yeah, I would like to see it as well.
I'm not sure, but like I said, I'm sure he has. But anyway, if he hasn't, I'm mistaken. But the point is I don't know that he's. So you're saying
he's definitely
no, but I'm saying he's done stand up and all that, yeah?
Yeah,
because Saturday Night Live.
You know Saturday Night Live?
No, I know Saturday Night Live, but
he started off on that.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not saying he didn't start off on that. I'm just saying I didn't know he was a comedian. That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
didn't know he was like.
I
didn't
understand
know
why you say that, and because of his style.
No, but this is what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I just assumed he was an actor.
Comedy
He'd done
has
comedy.
a lot
But
of
anyway, it's by the by. No, because you know me, I don't mind being wrong. So, but what I'm saying is, when I see you do comedy,
Yeah.
I get a touch of the Will Ferrell's. Farrell, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He might be Ferrell and Farrell. But anyway, yeah, like that's just me. So I've always thought to myself, I know you, so I know you're a natural comedian.
Yeah, and it's gonna. Yeah, I don't know, because a lot of people who know me, a lot of them say it's hard to watch me doing anything. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they're just like, you're trying to be sick. Do you get what I'm saying? So my uncles and my aunties.
I get that.
But it's only because you know me, and that's why I think it's really important. It sounds so mad to not know the actor. That sounds a bit crazy, but when you don't know them, you could just accept them, accept it for what it is.
100%.
So I just watched a Spike Lee film called The Five Bloods, and I just worked with one of the actors last week, so I've met him now, so I understand. I've met him, I've seen what he's like. He still smashed it in the role, so I like he was so good that I forgot about when I met him and what he was like. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's seasoned. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of the time, people they don't even take it seriously because they're just like, it's my man. They don't even. You know what I mean? So
with me, it's not just that. It's just that, like I say, because you got a bit of the Will Ferrell's about you. It's like the more serious you are, is the more funny it is. I don't know. It's just
that's even
because
That's
you
even
crack
worse.
a lot of jokes just like myself and keep a straight face. Like it's almost like the delivery of it. Do you know what I mean? It's more for the other person, more so than you. You're not really somebody who laughs at your own jokes. This is really funny. Do you know? This is really funny. And then you're like half laughing when you're telling it, kind of thing. Do you know, or saying what you're saying. Do you know what I mean?
Because even in this film, County, like I urge you all to see the film. Like if you get an opportunity to see it, County Lines, So even in that, like it's quite a dark film. It's shot.
Where can we see it?
It's on a streaming site called BFI Player.
Do you have to sign into it?
Yeah. Cool. I had a free link, but I wish I had your numbers. I would have been able to send it to you. But
we'll edit that. Yeah, man. Respect. No, I'm joking.
But
send me the free link.
Yeah, you got the free link though. But it is, it's quite a dark film. It's not really a smiley, laughy kind of film. Do you get what I'm saying? But there's only one scene in it where there is a bit of jokes in there. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm like, the director's chosen me to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? But hopefully in the other parts of the film you'll be able to watch it and not think that's what a lot of people tell me they do. They watch it and they're just like, they can't.
Even when they're saying that, to be honest, like even the feeling in them, it's a childish feeling.
Yeah, of course it is.
Because it's like that. Oh, it's like, I know him.
Just waiting for you. It's almost waiting for you to bust a joke.
But you know what it is? I get it because you know the individual. So I know other actors who, when I watch them, I'm like, look at I'm laughing. It's a joke. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I know you're a joker. When you're not on set, you're a joker.
When Will Smith, I don't know Will Smith, but when Will Smith did the first serious kind of out roles, I was like, I even had that feeling for Will. Like,
which one are you talking about?
Like, it could even be Independence Day.
Stop it.
No, because Pursuit to Happiness got me. I was very impressed.
Independence Day was the first place I saw him outside of Fresh Prince.
Yeah, it's a lot to deal with, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was just like, I
didn't know what to do.
He was being tough and like punching the alien, and you know what I mean? Be like, yo, man, you know what I mean? I was like, I had to work on that Will Smith, but then, like you say, when he got to by the time
by the time he got there,
Pursuit to Happiness, I'm like, this guy.
No, because you know what? He's actually like, Will is a
I Am
good
Legend.
actor.
This guy is a G. You know what I'm saying?
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Is that the film when he's on his own?
Yeah.
Like 90% of the film.
Yes, 90% of the film. Can you? I mean, like, he actually achieved the whole film by himself. That's not easy works.
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can.
What kind of actors do you guys like? Who are your like actors that you guys
Leonardo
like?
DiCaprio is one of them.
Okay.
He's a very good actor. I'd say.
Gauge the levels of where you're at.
Yeah, I'd say Al Pacino, De Niro again, and I'll say Denzel. I'd have to put him in there because he's got some good ones. But even when Training Day, I had to adjust to that role. Like, like we're saying, we had to adjust. I don't really know him personally, but I had to adjust to the Training Day Denzel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I even say Wesley, man. I give Wesley. I have to throw Wesley in there because
I would have thrown De Niro and Pacino in there, or Pacino and De Niro.
Yeah.
In order, don't matter. But
Nicolas Cage.
would have thrown those two in there.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage,
Travolta.
decent.
Amazing actor.
Decent.
Yeah.
I'd say
Controversial, Kevin Spacey.
yeah.
I suppose you're not supposed to say that, right?
No,
Yeah,
you're
are
not
you?
supposed to say that, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
he's a
That's what
bad
I'm
boy
saying.
actor. though.
bad.
No,
boy
but you see, this is the thing. Is like, you know. Anyway,
Robert
I'm not gonna
Carlyle.
get into that, but, yeah.
English word. I think
Oh,
Robert
you know,
Carlyle's a
them
good.
man there, yeah,
There's
okay,
a few.
yeah.
No, there's a few. That's what I'm saying. I could go into it. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
few,
Vinnie
you know what I'm
Jones was a
saying?
good actor.
Do you think so?
Not like I'm just saying.
You're going too
He's
far.
like,
Vince.
nah.
Nah,
No,
you're
you
going
know
too
what?
far,
Like,
That came out
I
so
feel
quick.
like you see for
Nah,
me, it's
nah,
the
man,
image. You know, like
You're
Lockstock.
gone too
Lockstock was a
far.
good movie anyway. So
You're
maybe
gone
I
too
just
far,
got.
Vince.
I like
You're
Lockstock
gone
as a
too far.
movie.
How about you, brother? How about any? Would you like to?
I tried to bring it to England a bit.
All right.
But
you guys have said most of them.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the old school ones.
Real copper.
I'm thinking of the old school ones. I'm trying to bring in a couple of new school. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like what? New school.
New school.
Do you know how I really rate it
Matt
as well?
Damon's half decent.
Matt Damon.
something.
I was gonna say Matt Damon. You know.
No, he's half decent. He's
Yeah.
half decent.
What's his bridging? I can't remember.
What's his
What's
name?
the other one?
Who?
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch, he's good, you
No,
know.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. I'm throwing him out
He's
there.
like, no, I know he's good.
that's what
No,
I'm
but
saying.
he is. He's
Yeah,
good.
Cumberbatch.
There's certain
Yeah,
comedians
yeah,
that I don't even know their
There's
names.
certain man. What's that guy done?
Dave Chappelle's a good actor.
Sutton Lawyer. Is it American Lawyer? Sutton Lawyer? I can't remember.
Do you know who I like as well? And I've always liked him as well, but I watched him yesterday. That's why he's still in my head. But Delroy Lindo. Do you know
Oh,
Delroy?
yeah.
He's cold, you
Decent,
know.
decent.
He's cold.
Even sounds mad, yeah, because it's like certain people, it's like they were overrated initially, and then they get better, and then they become somehow underrated.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just giving you an example, like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
It's cold though.
No, but what I'm saying is initially
He was over it.
he could have been considered overrated because he hadn't actually have had the performances.
Yeah,
because
it's the
remember,
look, it's
I'm
the
talking.
look.
No, but what I'm saying is pre-7, yeah,
Yeah.
he was. You could have considered him hype. Let's just.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there.
It's
You could,
eye
you
candy,
could have
though, innit?
considered. No, but all his roles were eye candy.
He was doing eye candy
But,
stuff.
well, that's what he was getting.
Yeah, yeah,
You would
yeah.
know more than
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
never been an actor, but I'm just saying that's what he seemed to be doing at that time.
Yeah.
But after 7,
He started switching up the role.
started switching up the roles. But what I'm saying is that's actually when his credit started going down.
It's mad, isn't it?
Do you see what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
it's
know what you're
really
saying.
weird. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's what I mean. Like, he's got one of them weird careers where the better he got is actually the more underrated he became.
I know what you're saying.
If that makes sense.
And the
I don't know.
performances were they better? They probably were.
I would argue they were.
Yeah.
To be totally honest.
Yeah.
But
He's done
yeah,
some
again.
good stuff.
Sometimes I feel like the black actors is I have to give them extra ratings because some of their films didn't get promoted as well. You know, like Omar Epps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Omar Epps, I think, is an amazing
Bad boy,
actor.
bad
You know what I
boy.
mean? And
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think he got as much credit as he should. You know what I mean? For his-
Definitely.
you
He
know what I
works
mean?
consistently though as well. That's the other thing that I think is quite important about this whole acting thing.
Yeah.
It's just for me personally, it's about working.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
have you ever thought about going abroad?
I did think about it, but this was before I took out this special guardianship order. So I was gonna try and make that move, but then that move is it's quite a technical move as well. It's like Greek cards are involved. You need to have certain credits over here for them to allow you into the country. It's very, very technical. Do you know what I'm saying? So
There's different circles and triangles.
yeah. But it can still run, and I always believe that.
But was there anything you ever had in your mind, like seriously considered?
What, going over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I used to go there a lot. I used to go to America.
No, I
a
know
lot.
you used to
Yeah.
go, but I'm saying, like, did you ever consider seriously, like relocating with your career in mind? I'm saying.
Yeah, I did have that thought not seriously, but the thought process.
Only because
was in
I'm just the way I'm looking at it is like the amount of work that would have been not necessarily
accessible.
paid,
Yeah,
because remember they don't really have many English-born black actors.
But do you know what? You're more,
Go on,
got
let me
more
hear what you're
chance
saying.
of blowing from here.
no.
Because we're
Go on,
in
what
London
was you
City.
gonna say? What was you gonna say?
They don't have many English-born black actors. So
Uh,
when you, that are in America.
Now,
No, I'm saying generally.
there's
So-
quite a few there.
No,
Them-
there is
them
now.
man are
There
vexed,
is
yeah,
now.
yeah.
But I'm
At
saying,
that time,
but this is my point.
yeah,
So because I'm assuming the time when you was thinking about relocating.
I was like 2008.
8, see,
Nine, yeah,
because I know it would have been
It's
before
mad as well.
2010.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
it would have
yeah,
been.
yeah. It was,
and
it
that's
was,
my point.
It was.
Do you know what I mean? So my point is between 2006 to 2008, that would have been a serious deliberation in your, do you know what I'm saying, thought process.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
it was,
why
it
I'm
was,
saying,
it was.
like, you know, at that
was.
point, was it ever like feasible, like thing that?
It was definitely a thought that was in my head, and I had family over there as well, so there was a place that I could have stayed, and do you get what I'm saying? So I was definitely trying to line that up, but then I had the responsibilities over here, brother.
Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? And it was just like, I felt to myself, how can I be over there trying to do my thing, and I've got
Everything's not straight.
everything's not straight over here. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though it's not my responsibility, but it is my
It's your
responsibility.
responsibility,
We come from African
Yeah,
backgrounds,
yeah,
like,
of
you
course,
know what
yeah.
time it is. You know what I'm
come
saying?
on,
So it's
bro.
like, and it's not even an African. It is an African
Well, it
thing,
is.
but it is.
It is.
It is. But,
Sorry,
do you get what I'm saying? Like, so I had responsibilities over here that needed my attention. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
But even the concept of that, I know people that have like put money together and saved 50 grand and gone over to live over there, and producers, actors, and whatever, and they've gone over there and it's not been what they thought. You know what I mean? They've paid to be in positions and and it didn't actually monetize. So I feel like, you know, like even that concept of being just somewhere else, you know what I mean? We're thinking that somewhere when you, especially when you're in London City, London City is a respected city.
Yeah, of
So
course.
as long as your
100%.
product is coming from a
100%.
respected city, they're working with you.
Yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying?
and you can get stuff from here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I go
Yeah.
for American stuff all the time. Once
Yeah.
you get it, you're over there. Do you get what I'm saying?
The reason why I asked is because, you know, a lot of people, especially when they're in the entertainment business, they're like kind of blinded by the lights.
Definitely.
Do you get what I mean?
This is gone.
You know, so what ends up happening is that because of the frequency of the work over there, although the work may not be actually leading to anything, they prefer to be there and basically be, for want of a better word, like, I don't know what they call it. What do they call it? Z list or Y list or X list celebrities, than to be here and actually be making a decent living
Because of perception.
because of perception.
And Instagram.
And you know,
Well, I'm in
Instagram.
America, so I must be doing better.
Yeah, understand.
But then you got the whole mindset of which people don't really talk about, like just loneliness as well, brother. So all your people are over here, you're in a hotel more time, like you're living out of that hotel. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you could be cool with the people on set and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes you want to be with your people, sometimes you want to be around your family. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Like if you're doing a shoot for, I don't know, 3-4 months and you're in a different country, it's not, it is, don't get me wrong, it's cool and it's great.
And if you do that, that's cool, like you said. But if you're going back to a house that feels like a hotel anyway, then
you're going back to the villa and there's just you in the villa. If you maybe get a local gal to come there, you don't really know her too tough. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's like
A lot of I think that's what selling your soul is. Like a lot of people think it's some sort of contract, but for me, I feel like selling your soul is being like told to do things that you don't want to do constantly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
being
need
under
to-
a contract or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That way you like, I want to go see my daughter, but I can't.
can't. Yeah.
thank you.
Like, to me,
Now,
that's what selling your soul is. You know
I
what I'm saying?
need the balance. Like I have to have the I have to
Yeah.
have the balance of doing my thing, and I have to have the balance of
You understand?
being the dad and doing that thing. Like I can't do one and not do the other. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need to have both. Do you know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
got to be able to make that happen for yourself. Sorry, I'm making a lot of
But
noise.
how? You always do, man.
Sorry, I
You
know I'm
always
banging
do.
stuff and kicking
It's
stuff.
ridiculous, man. But you know what I mean. It's
I
all
think
right,
that's where our own production comes into being very important. Like putting our own production together, and because like when you've got people that have the knowledge, like yourself, you know what I'm saying, like myself, even like when you've got people that have knowledge of the know-how in some sort of way, and putting these things together, these same services will still source your product.
Yeah.
If the product is good enough. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, again, but a lot of people didn't study certain things, or a lot of people haven't had the experience. You know what I'm saying? So when someone of experience puts something together, it still resonates with the people that look for products.
Yeah,
Because not everyone's racist, you know what I mean?
yeah.
See,
But I just think balance is important, man. If you can get work and life balance, I think that's the key. Do you know what I'm
but
saying?
how do you maintain it within this industry? Because like
You just
when you look at, sorry to cut you, but when you look at the industry, yeah, it's like, I'm gonna forget the fact that I know you for a second because I could answer the question, but I'm just saying, when you look at the industry, yeah, and like I said, the lights, that you could get blinded by the lights. Do you understand what I mean? And you could get caught up in your own celebrity. Do you know what I mean? And all these things. Do you get what I mean? I know you have reasons to stay grounded, but like I said, I'm gonna put them to the side because everybody's human at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Do you get what I mean? So I'm just gonna say, how do you stay grounded and not get caught up, and not start to overlook the other priorities that you have that you place importance on?
Good question. And it's interesting as well because sometimes people get gassed for me.
Yeah, of course.
Like, so people, people get gassed for me. You get what I'm saying? They're like, no, man, you should be saying this, you should be saying that, you should be that. I'm like, no, it's cool, it's all right. But I think just coming from just like real life situations, man. Just like real life situations, realizing that it's just, for me personally, I just feel like it's entertainment, innit? Like it's entertainment, it's a job just like any other job. Well, it's not like any other job, but it's a job. Do you get what I'm saying? So relax, innit? Calm down. Like, it's not really, we're just telling stories out here. Like, you need to relax. It's okay. Like, don't allow this to get to your head too much. Like, this is not what I tell myself, but this is my mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious. You get what I'm saying? Even though I can understand what it might look like to a person outside the industry. Do you get what I'm saying? So I understand that. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just think it's important for you to just relax yourself and just know yourself. Do you get me?
Yeah, but okay, but
that doesn't answer your question.
No, but not just that. You've always been like that, though.
True. So it helps. Do you get what I'm saying? It helps still. It does. Because if you're like that anyway, then it's like you just have to be yourself. Innit?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is so what is that? Is that the confidence and the courage we were talking about earlier, or is that just a mindset you've always had, or what's that then?
I think it's just
a personality trait.
Yeah, I think it is, because even when I was at school, I used to get like a lot of like unwanted attention, like just in terms of just beef, like I just have to get into beef, and I used to think to myself, right, like
probably your mouth though, still, to be fair.
These times it wasn't even the mouth; it was more like man just didn't like you. They just didn't like
probably
you.
Something you said about their trainers or something.
No.
Is you always tall?
No. Not like that. Not like that.
I wasn't tall. No, I wasn't tall.
Considered tall.
No.
Come on, we had tall people.
Yeah, no, we did.
I'm not going to mention them, but we know tall people who were
for
tall.
real.
Yeah,
but
you weren't tall. You weren't tall.
It was more just. Sometimes when you got a personality and
a mouth,
and other people sometimes could be quite insecure. This is the way I'm trying to break it down. He's like, what? What are you trying to say? For you? Yeah, what? Go on.
Okay, cool. You got a certain level of intelligence, and you got a mouth, and you're very quick-witted and sharp and fast. Yeah,
that could be.
Some people are not as fast as you.
Yeah.
Do you get me? That can create problems.
Yeah.
So it does for the system.
Yeah, because they can't get their words out as fast.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. 2 days later, when they're at home, they'll realize what they should have said. But
you get me, and you're just doing it naturally as well. You're not. It's not even a.
No, that's just what you do. That's what you do.
It's just what you do.
Yeah,
so sometimes that could be, it
a
could
bit of
be
a problem.
Issue. Yeah.
Especially when the guy's 3 years older than you.
Do you get what I'm saying? And now he wants to fight you after school, and you're like, I don't even know, my man.
Because he's got high-tech jazz.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah, but they were alright though. The high-tech jazz was alright.
Yeah, I heard back in the day. I heard they were. Right. No. I heard back in the day
they were. They're about £78 now.
This is
now they're expensive.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
you can't be seeing it.
No, you couldn't rock the high-tech jazz. But even though they were alright, there was nothing wrong with them. But
I heard before our generation,
people like he was around, people like him, they were around.
I might say something. Yeah, I might, but not. But just for see, it's not. It's not with malice. It's different.
New Balance is.
Do you know what?
There's some cold New Balance.
Sorry to cut you lot's conversation. Seriously, I want to have this conversation. Even though you're not a comedian, but you are a comedian, as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna you're Will Ferrell, as far as I'm concerned. So what I'm gonna say is this: the world of funny.
Yeah.
Do some people just not live in it? Is anything off bounds when it comes to banter? Laughing, joking. Is there anything that's off bounds? Is it like, oh, you can't make a joke about that? That's too far.
Yeah, it depends on your audience, isn't it? No.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it?
Of course it does.
How?
Some people say some messed up stuff.
It's like you can say that nothing's off bounds, But then your audience, if you go into an audience that don't like you know what I'm saying, your comedy, they will show you whether they like it or they don't.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this. Okay.
How do you?
What I'm saying to you is this. Yeah, if you live, if you live in the world of funny, if your whole thing is to be funny or to make people laugh or to crack jokes. Then you live in that world.
Which means
so
you got
no. Let me just finish what I'm saying.
That comes down to your sense of humor.
Let me finish what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is this: is that it's the attempt I'm talking about. Do you understand? So most good jokes split a room anyway. 50% of the people are laughing and 50% of the people are like. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. Do you get what I mean? And that's a good joke.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But what I'm talking about is that if you are a comedian or if you're somebody who lives in the world of funny, then it's the attempt. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like you just said, that's why I'm glad you said it.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's funny until you say it. Do you understand?
But you know, like,
let me just finish. But the point is the attempt.
Definitely. But
Just saying, you're attempting to be funny. You don't know if it's funny or not until you say it.
No, but as a DJ,
Yeah, go on.
you would know what music to play where.
Bullet. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the same for a comedian, and the same for like any of us here. We kind of know what you can pre an audience and know what they want to hear or see.
Not necessarily. What I'm saying to you is this, yeah. For example, let me give you an example, yeah. So let's use a racist joke as an example, yeah. So if you was not Asian, for example, yeah, I would say, can you tell that joke that has probably got a racial element to it in a room full of Asian people? If you can and they will laugh, then it's not racist. It may have a racial element, but it's not racist.
The audience.
No. Let me just finish. So what I'm saying is you have to allow the attempt. Do you get it?
Because like you said, it's a room full of Asian people.
No, what I'm trying to say is, like I'm saying to you, you could have a joke as somebody who is not Asian or not black or not white or whatever.
Depends on the audience.
You're missing my point. You're not understanding what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is where do you draw the line? Do you understand? Because if you're somebody who's a comedian, then you're attempting to be funny. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So I'm asking. So the question I'm asking is where do you stand on that? Do you think you should allow comedians a space to be funny, whatever funny is? Because let's be real, we sat here with a comedian, Lungu, and Apple.
Yeah.
And he said himself, a lot of our humour that we run amongst ourselves.
I can't bring that out into the.
Do you see what I'm saying? So let me just finish. So our actual humour that we have amongst ourselves, do you get what I'm saying?
It's not
is
for
not
the masses.
listen. It's not PC. That's anybody. It doesn't matter what culture, what race, whatever. Everybody's humour that they have amongst each other, in quote unquote private, is not PC. Do you understand? But it's delivered.
What's PC? Sorry.
Politically correct.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah? But it's delivered with an understanding that we are joking.
Yeah,
Do you understand? So what I'm saying is you might have a Greek friend, a Indian friend, a whatever friend, and you may run some really what they would call racially.
Yeah. Thing is, I just don't do that. Like
No.
personally,
I'm saying I don't either.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is because I always like to think of the other side.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, and again, I just want someone to answer the question, which is just basically, how do you feel about allowing that space for someone to have the attempt to be funny?
I think.
Do you get it? Like, do you understand?
Oh, just in general.
Of course, because remember, that's what my point is. If you're a comedian and you live in the world of funny, then your thing is to crack a joke about everything. All right, let me give you an example. So I don't think you're getting what I'm saying.
No,
what I'm saying, no, I know you do now, but what I'm saying is gay people, homosexuals, LGBTQ community, do you know what I'm saying, yeah? People are like, like, you know, there's like, what can I say? Can I crack a joke? Or is that like, homophobic or what? What I'm saying is that when we banter, we crack jokes about everyone and everything and anything. Does that make sense? There's nothing really that's off limit. So what I'm saying is why is it when it's a comedian, we take things off the table? It's like, well, you know, you can joke, but don't say that. It's like, but shouldn't everything be up for a joke?
I think good comedians...
Or are we just butthurt when we bring up certain things?
Ideally, I think everything should be up for a joke.
Well,
What
I'm saying is rape isn't funny, but I've heard funny rape jokes.
You see,
it's just what angle you approach the joke from.
No, as I said to you, ideally.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
do you see what I'm saying, bro?
But with someone with the right sense of humour and the right brain, that's the point. It comes down to it, and that's got nothing to do with any colour and any creed.
Of course,
but then also gauging your audience as well. You got to gauge your audience.
I don't think it's.
That's why I said that.
This is the thing. No. This is what I'm saying. I don't think it's gauging the audience. What I'm saying is a joke is a joke is a joke. A joke is funny or it's not. But what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is that it's not what you're joking about; it's how you joke about it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a 50-50 split.
So, like I said, rape is not a funny subject.
It's not, is it?
But I've heard jokes about rape that are funny.
And did you laugh?
Yes, I laughed because let me give you an example. Yeah, Def Jam comedy. Check it out. A fat guy. He was telling a joke about rape. He was in jail. He was with. Sorry. He went on a date. He met a woman. She was explaining that she got raped. He said a really horrible thing. You know, she had him in tears. She was explaining, you know, she got raped. Blah 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 blah. Then he was saying, you know, that's really sad. You know, but you know, that's. I can't remember exactly. Don't quote me, but he said something along the lines of, you know, he didn't say you're lucky, but he was saying basically like, oh, well, you know, that's like, you know, because what happened to me was I was in jail and like I got raped. She said, no, that's it. She said she got raped and there was a song playing in the background and it was a really sad song and, you know, it brought him to tears and blah, blah, blah. And he said, you know what, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Do you get what I mean? And he said, you know what, I've been raped. But I got raped when I was in jail and I got raped to a certain song. Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah,
is it Sugar Hill Gang? What's the song called again?
Yeah.
And he said, the thing about mine is it's got six. He said it's got 6 verses. He said it's got 6 verses, and I had a DJ in the background scratching his shit like. No, but you get what I'm saying? Like, my point is like.
That
you have to allow the space for people to joke about everything, to laugh about everything.
I agree.
And it's not to say that the issues are funny or you should laugh about
in a
that.
sensitive time.
But that's my point though. That's my point though.
So I understand
are
what
we
you're
in
saying.
such a sensitive time that we can't laugh?
I think it's important.
Because remember, good comedy is based on reality. It's based around reality. That's my point. A good joke splits a room.
Yeah.
It does.
Half the room's like,
yeah.
and the other half's like,
That's right. Yeah.
That's why people put them in cartoons like Family Guy and all them, because you know there's no actors that are gonna lose careers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They
exactly.
just put it on this little cartoon character and just talk the kind of comedy that
They
want.
kill it.
They want to, you know what I'm saying?
Smash it into pieces.
Yeah, that's how they figure out a way to do it. You know what I mean? But like, in the world that we live in, you know what I mean, that you're still gonna have different people that have different, like you said, that only reason I'll say that, because like you go to West End and you're doing comedy, you're not gonna come with the same thing you're gonna do in Hackney Central. You know what I mean? Like
but you can do if it's funny.
No, you can, but I'm saying
you can do if it's funny.
I mean like,
you tailor it to your audience, obviously, but you can do if it's funny.
Any good performer can tailor to the audience. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but that's like you said with a DJ. But what I'm saying is you still generally playing your set. You change up a few tunes, but it's your set. Your set's your set.
No, but you know,
you play your set.
Going to say like, you might need to go and play commercial tunes in West End. You might need to go and play a dancehall set.
No, you're missing my point. If you are some like wedding DJ or something like that, then obviously you just play for the family, whatever they want to hear. If they want to hear rare groove, if they want to hear reggae, if they want to hear, do you know what I mean, 80s pop, if whatever they want to hear, then that's what you play. So that's a different type of DJ. But if you're an actual DJ, like you're a DJ, then people know what they're hiring you for, and you play your set. You tailor it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So like I said, EZ ain't gonna play the same set in, do you know what I'm saying, Fabric, as he's gonna play in, you know, whatever festival. But at the same time, he plays his set, he plays his tunes, innit? Like, do you get what I'm saying?
But as a comedian, like the different level of jobs you get. Say for instance, if you
but that's my point. You tailor it to your thing. But basically what I'm saying is if you hire Chris Rock, you know what he's coming to do.
And he's not
But that's when
warring
you
it
get to
down
that
for
level.
any.
He's not.
He's
No,
not worried.
but you know, he's always. That's
He don't worry down for
his
any
comedy's always
venue,
been his
you know.
comedy. That's his
Like we said
comedy.
earlier, he wore the dress.
Cat
he
Williams.
done-
Cat
he
Williams.
done
If you,
different things, yeah. But
if
he
you,
doesn't have to do that again.
no, but what I'm saying is, if you employ Cat Williams, you know
He's
what he's
coming.
coming
Yeah,
to
you
do.
know what you're getting. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you employ Eddie Izzard,
yeah.
you know what he's coming to do.
But I'm
Do you
saying,
get what I'm saying?
all
If
of
you-
these people over time, they evolved to be able to
Eddie
say
came,
what
Eddie
they wanna
came
do.
out with the high heels and the,
Yeah, but Cat
and the
Williams
lipstick
came
and the.
out almost getting raped in the toilet, innit?
What?
You remember that Friday film?
No, he was doing comedy before that.
Who's that?
Come on, man. That's
I'm
his
just
first.
saying-
You're talking about his film role.
Yeah, film role. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
saying
cool.
that, you know, that was
but
one of the
no, but what I'm saying is, this is my point. Anyway, all I'm saying is, getting back to my point, it was just basically with the comedy thing, it's a bit contradictory that what we actually laugh about in our real time is what we kind of take off the table for comedians who actually their profession and job is to crack jokes. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you on that side.
And that's my thing is that
We're just
obviously
in a
you got
sense,
people
yeah. Is that-
you got people who live in the world of funny and they're trying to crack jokes. So what I'm saying is they're supposed to push the envelope. They're supposed to find things to laugh about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's their job, innit?
That's their job.
I mean, when you said
but when they do, they get criticized and like, do you get what I'm saying?
The truth is that the people, in terms of level of success on the people you're seeing, because we judge success on who's got the most jobs, right? And who's got the most things out. So people would say the most successful comedian right now is Kevin Hart, right?
Some people say, yeah.
I'd say Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I would have said, but yeah.
I would argue that.
In
our
our culture.
I would argue that, but I'm saying that, you know, like in terms of how much stuff is out, you know, like Dave Chappelle's got stuff out, but Dave Chappelle's so valuable that he just puts stuff out when he, you know what I mean, when he's ready, and it's still everyone that gravitates towards it because his level of what he does is very high. You know what I'm saying? That's without said. But in terms of like how many stand-ups, how many movies, how many,
He's churning
Yeah.
it.
even
out.
Dave Chappelle says in his stand-up how much Kevin
Yeah,
Hart
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
It's
He's churning
different
it out.
level of
He's
success.
getting-
You know what I'm saying?
He's
So I'm
getting
just-
it in.
but then Dave Chappelle also mentions like I'm so happy that I've got a fan base that helped me not to have
Has to
suck
do
no
that.
dick.
Yeah, he's,
yeah,
he's
So-
different. He's just
Yeah.
different.
No, of course, but I'm just saying it's like it's hard to judge the level of success based on whether you're in certain circles, especially
Yeah.
when you come to the entertainment industry.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
different levels of circles and social circles and all of these different things that
think-
put people in different places.
I
Yeah,
think it should
yeah.
be personal. I think how you judge success should be a personal thing.
Definitely,
Do you get what I'm saying? On what you personally think
I totally agree.
success is for yourself.
Totally agree. That's why
You know
I was
what I
even
mean?
saying that you shouldn't judge success upon your expectation because of where you looked at things as a child. I think a lot of us still some people's expectations are still how they looked at things as a child rather than an adult. When you get behind the industry, you understand it for what it is.
You
But
know
have
what?
you never
Go on.
thought of being a bit of a social climber, you know, within the industry, you know, positioning yourself, making certain friends, you know, putting yourself in the way of money, as they say?
No, for me, it's just got to be real. Like I just need real relationships. Do you get what I'm saying? Like even in the industry, the people that I've built relationships with, it's been organic and it's been real. Do you get what I'm saying? If it's not that, then I prefer to not have it personally.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Like,
Do you network? Go to the networking
not
parties?
really. I'm not really that guy. No,
Yeah.
I'm not really the. I'm not
Yeah.
really industry.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
I can tell. That's what I'm like that myself. So
I'm not really an industry kind of guy. Like I'm a guy in the industry. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So, and I'm cool with that. I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
I can still go
100%.
Tesco and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
cool and come out and everything's cool. Like, do you get what
Does
I'm
that
saying?
mean
Like,
more to you?
it does, yeah. Because I need that normality at the same time. I can't get too caught up in the entertainment industry or the entertainment world because I know it's not real.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? When you know it's not real, then it's like, it's a facade, isn't it? Like, what are you doing? Like, relax.
But what have been the perks?
Is that, could that be considered a glass ceiling?
For me personally, no. I don't think it is because I need to,
I just mean going back to the whole like somebody who with your, you know, career would be, you know, shouting from the rooftops and like, you know, pushing it and, you know, all up on social media and, you know, all that, you know what I mean? It'd be right in your face. And some people would even argue that, you know, that kind of promotion, self-promotion and blah, 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 might even get you more work and
My mum says
put you
that. I
more
remember
out there and...
I said to my mum one time, oh, you know, I don't want to be famous. She's like, don't be so stupid. Don't be so stupid. How can you say that? I was like, calm down. Like, what?
No, because it's
She was
dumb.
like,
Because
yeah,
it's
she's like,
dumb.
why would you say that? How are you supposed to get work if you're not famous? And I was like, Oh.
Yeah. Come on, bruv. You have to give it the vibes cartel, bruv. Oh. You get what I'm saying? No, because come on, bruv. No, because what are you going to do, bruv? What are you going to say to that, bruv?
And I was like,
that's just facts, innit?
Why is
It's
she
dumb.
getting so aggressive? Why is she getting
I say stuff like that to Jay all the time.
Yeah, why are you so stupid? Why would you say something so stupid? I was like,
it's stupid, man.
I was like, right. She said that early as well.
Yeah,
That was
Rose mentality.
Huh?
That whole I don't want to be famous though.
No.
I don't really want to be famous.
No, that's not road mentality.
It is.
No. That's a glass ceiling.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not saying I don't want to be famous. Like even when
No, it's a
people
glass
say,
ceiling. That's why I asked the question. Would
Like,
you
I'm not-
consider that a glass ceiling?
I don't like.
You need to stop affirming that, man. Affirm otherwise.
You have to remember. No, but what I'm saying to you is this. Listen, the glass ceiling is built up, like you said, from where you're from, how you view things. Like you said, this industry's fake. Do you understand? Listen to what you're saying. This industry's fake.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So my life is real. This is real.
Yeah.
But this is fake. Do you understand?
I think there's a
So-
difference
so
between
let's- hear the joke,
celebrity and famous.
But hear the joke.
As well.
No, but hear the joke. So even though I'm in it, do you get what I'm saying? I'm not a part of this. Just, I mean, you know, like when the youths say, and I said this to you before, you know, like when the youths are in the studio spitting 16s and they'll tell you, I'm not a rapper.
Enough man say that.
No, but this is the thing though. That's the point. What your mum was trying to get across to you. It's
Don't
like,
be so stupid.
do you understand? Are you mad or something? You're in the studio with headphones on.
Yeah, and you're buzzing
spitting
out.
bars.
Good ones as well. You know?
What? Flows, bro. Spitting, man's gonna.
You step out, you
You know what I'm saying?
step
He's got
out.
everything.
You
Hey,
step out.
hey, and then I say, that man's not a rapper, fam.
Yeah, I mean,
You get me?
man in a
It's
rapper,
like, bro,
you get
bro,
me? So just
you're an
know
artist.
that.
You know, you're right. You're not a rapper. You're an artist. You need to start writing those down. See what I mean? Get off the road. Give your friend back that weed you took off of him. Do you get what I'm saying? See that weed that he laid you on? Give it back to him.
Give it
Get
back
me?
to him.
Because there's more money in the studio.
Call him and
You know what
say,
I'm saying?
I gotta give you back that.
Hey, and just pretend you did that. You don't have to actually do it to write about it because you know enough people who do it. Just pretend you do it like all the other rappers.
You know?
You don't actually have to do it to talk about it. You could have just talked about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, why not even not talk about that? Why not just make some girl tunes? Start
Yeah.
singing or something. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Do some T-Pain stuff or something. You know what I'm
Give the
saying?
box back.
Put down the
people
strap.
Put down the strally. And
You
give,
know what? That's a whole nother persona that they can sell. That's what I realized. It's not even because they want
It's
to
a-
make money.
It's a
People
whole
these
nother
days-
glass ceiling. No, it's a whole
Yeah,
nother glass
whole nother
ceiling
guy.
that you've created in your mind for yourself.
100%.
this
but
glass
it's a whole
ceiling
nother
thing
guy.
is a line going throughout
Yeah.
the whole interview, which I
Well,
like.
yeah.
I mean, I can see what you're
Well,
doing.
you know, I forgot my notepad, so this is just what I cooked up. You know what I'm saying?
I can see what you're doing here.
No, but seriously. Like, because remember, whatever the challenges are that you face or may not exist, that narrative or the constant barrage of affirmation of it existing or not.
Yeah.
Because remember, even just the mere conversation about it makes it seem like it's a thing.
Yeah.
Whether it is or not.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that narrative creates the discomfort, which turns into fear, which creates this ceiling in your mind. Do you get what I'm saying? So the point, I think, is basically don't allow your discomfort in any situation to turn to fear.
That's right. That's right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Embrace discomfort.
And have
In
different
fact,
overstandage,
in
remember
fact,
that?
in fact.
Understanding to overstand.
In fact, it's a poignant point, and I'm glad I get to use you to make this point. Comfort is the enemy of success.
I agree.
Do you understand? Yeah, it would have been a lot easier for Anthony to do a lot more things, a lot more other things. It would lot more easy, a lot more comfortable. Yeah, he had to put himself in that uncomfortable place to get to where he is now.
That's right.
Do you understand? And I would argue there's a lot more uncomfortable places for him to go.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No,
I
yeah.
feel like
Understand?
uncomfortable places where we should be searching for.
The uncomfort is
well,
the glass
you know what I
ceiling.
mean?
The
Yeah.
uncomfort,
It's good that you're saying
the
this.
discomfort is the glass ceiling.
100%. I agree.
The glass ceiling, the only glass ceiling that exists is the fear, which is the discomfort.
Let me record you saying this. Carry on.
Yeah, but do you understand what I'm saying? Whatever, mate, whatever. But do you understand what I'm saying? The only, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I do.
So that, yeah, whatever.
I do, nigga.
That's what I do, nigga.
That's what I thought. What you say?
So we ain't gonna have no more glass ceilings any more of our conversations.
Man's got a dictaphone out.
Yeah, word up.
Say that again.
Say that again.
Oh,
What you say? Word up. But seriously, fun and joke aside, as it's hard to do, but seriously, glass ceilings, like I said, whether they exist or they don't, the mere thought of them, the narrative, the belief, as they say, belief kills and belief cures. Do you understand? So the belief that is there can create one. And that one you create may be lower than the one that may or may not exist if it's there. You may not even get to it to even find out because of the one you create. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's layers.
Jeremy's got bars, innit?
Yes, man.
Innit?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Have you got a beat? No, cause
Matt can beatbox, so still Matt can
Matt said Matt can beatbox. Matt can beatbox, but still. You ready, man? All right? All right, go.
Drop it. Big Mac chuck on the beatbox.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Don't say a word. Don't say a
Jeremy.
word.
Oh my God.
You look like ease up of the government. It's
I know,
X,
I know.
man. X, man.
Edit-
Edit all of that.
Comments.
Mac. Yeah, don't let me have
Like
to
a
draw out the
swear
Big
word.
Mac truck anyway. But yeah, just beep all of
You
that.
know,
anyway,
Agent's
man.
gonna cover the Prince. He's got a deep
Beep
voice
all
and
of that.
naturally again.
Beep all of that.
You gotta break him.
Oh, God.
You're like, right, where did that come from? His voice is just mad deep, you know?
Hey, that's
You don't need him.
Who's doing that? Who's doing that? My man. Oh, him.
It's
Oh,
him,
him.
it's him.
Yeah, like,
him.
bro, I couldn't even know. Like,
glass ceiling.
bro. X, like, when, how?
So they call him X, you know what I mean?
For a full-blown performance. You know, like,
you lot are too much. Man. You lot are too.
We had to promote the thing, you know what I mean?
oh, gosh.
All right.
Give him the beat.
All right, that's on the new mixtape. Off the new mixtape.
Glass ceilings.
Cool
you
glass
know?
ceilings. You know what I mean? I forgot what we was talking about, but yeah,
We're talking about glass ceilings.
yeah, glass ceilings. You don't need them.
You know what I mean?
You gotta break them apparently.
Empty glasses.
Yeah, man. But seriously though, like I say, I think I've reiterated it enough, and I've kind of driven the point home. But yeah, it's not a case of there aren't, like we said, hurdles or things that are in loads of people. Like, I mean, that's pretty much what life is, obstacles. Pretty much, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, you know, you kind of get used to stepping over them, jumping over them, getting a bunk up over them. Do you know what I mean? Someone going over them first and throwing a rope back over for you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you get used to going over these hurdles and all the different ways you have to go through them. Do you get what I'm saying? But ultimately, the constant barrage of them, depending on who you are and what they are, sometimes can affect people. Can affect people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And what happens is they succumb. That's why I gave you the example of strong characters, strong minds, people who you know they're strong people. Do you get what I mean? But over time, you get broken down.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Over
yeah,
time,
yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? And they start to even doubt their own self.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get what I'm saying? They even start to doubt their own abilities, strengths, talents. Do you get what I'm saying?
Because it changes, isn't it? The concept changes of what strength is over time.
And as well, like I said, it's the little micro, like the little nuanced things that happen. Do you see what I mean? Over time, within your own struggle. So, for example, like I said, the woman within the male-dominated environment. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
The only black male in the drama school. Do you get what I mean? Like, everybody's got their own struggles. Do you get what I mean? But within that, you have to find a way to overcome and keep doing it in different ways. Do you see what I mean? And what I'm saying to you is that some people, because of the constant barrage of things, it's easier to say this is what it is, and
which I get
I'm
as
not
well.
no, but that's my point.
I get it.
But that's my point.
We're just not built like that. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the difference, and we gotta, give thanks for that, man.
Yeah,
we gotta give thanks. Like not
And
everyone's got that.
And that's why I try to hone in on what is that, because that's why I said to you, you've always been like that. So what is that? What is that? Is it innate? Is it something you're born with? Is it cultural? Is it something you know what I mean, you watched your dad do and you got it from him, or just what I'm saying, like, is that a learned behavior? Do you get me? Or have you always just been like that? Because obviously ever since I've known you, that's how you've been.
Star signs have got a big part to do with it.
Well, even take that off the table. I'm just saying, ever since I've known you, that's how you've been. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like, you're not too up, you're not too down. Do you get what I mean? You're never overly excited. You never.
I'm sure not everyone can say that.
I'm talking about your public persona. I don't talk about behind closed doors.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No,
you
I
could be
think
behind the
I
closed
think
doors
you're
crying.
right.
It just depends
But
how
I'm
you
just
meet,
saying-
man, innit? As I'm saying.
It depends how you meet, man, innit?
Yeah, it depends how you meet,
You
man.
meet,
If
man.
you meet, man, like, some people be like, you. Wow, what did
He's
you say?
emotional.
Yeah,
Right?
Man, balling last
Yeah,
week.
it's balling last week, Thursday.
Yeah, my man did this to me, my man did that to me. And some people like, oh, yeah. Some people like, oh, I love him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I say.
No.
Sometimes it's like people you gel with, yeah.
No, but I think with the reason why I say it, because he's a very, okay, let's put it this way. If he was a footballer, he'd be 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about week in, week out. He's what they call steady Eddie.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Eddie.
He's not overly anything.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And that's why within what he's doing, he would never get too gassed.
Yeah.
Even with his own celebrity, his own fame, his own anything, his own career, his own anything. Even you see him here today.
Yeah.
He's and he's always been like, I'm talking about from young.
Yeah.
He's always been that way.
He's not going to be
Do
able
you
to leave the
understand?
room if you keep gassing him
So
up.
no. But what I'm saying is that. So what I'm saying is that even when his mum would have been saying to him,
Don't be so stupid.
well, no, before that, when she would have been saying
You
to you,
fool.
you fool, you got to do something. What kind of grades is this? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that point, he was still this person that you see in front of you now.
Yeah.
Even when he was quote unquote reckless,
Yeah.
he was still this person.
But even that conversation helped mold him.
Was just making but what I'm saying is, even when he was making bad decisions, he was this person. This person you see sitting in front of you now is how he's always been, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
irrelevant of the decision making or what he was doing or not doing.
But our decisions help
So
us.
that's why I said that by the time he gets to the scholarship, he's already had experiences. He's already this.
But but X is quite like he's quite intelligent as well, because not everyone can break someone down like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
everyone can do that.
Of course.
So maybe he can see things in me. I'm not saying that we're similar. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
we are the same style. So I didn't know. As soon as I found out, I got excited. Like, oh yeah, like he knows, man. Do you get, like he understands.
Overstands
He
it.
understands. Yeah, he understands it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And even the other day, I told him the other day when I see him in the park, I was like, oh, I'm happy to see it, because I just remember it just being, there was an energy. We didn't used to move with each other. I didn't used to come to his house or nothing like that.
yeah.
And when we saw each other,
always for
it was
hours.
it was an energy.
Just
Do you know what I
laugh
mean?
and joke,
And we're in a
always,
time
anywhere.
where, in a time where people were pretending to be rude boys,
And to
wanting
be
hard.
fair,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
and to be fair, that's what I supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
at that time.
At that time, that's what I supposed to be doing.
It's like you come out of yourself to.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But that's why I said
the
different
thing is-
people
Yeah, but the thing is,
bring out
no, but the
different
thing is,
things. Or,
Yeah,
just
you
like
know
he's
what I mean?
always, just like he's always been that. I've always been me.
Yeah.
I've never not been this.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm
that's
saying?
That's what I meant by the different people. You know, like
Yeah.
even when we was younger, like, I feel like this is a part that's never really spoken about. Even in your wildest times, there was different friends that we had, and if you wanted that different mood, you'd go and link different friends. You know, like no one ever speaks about that. You know, like to break down, even when you're in your wildest days.
Had my football friends.
Thank you.
I had my friends who were into comics, Marvel,
Do you
and
know-
DC.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
And no
I had
one
my
doesn't
other
really-
friends. I had all sorts of
We
friends.
kind of build this militant character.
Yeah,
that you know what I'm saying, and it's like, yeah, cool, no problem. There was a militant side,
Yeah.
but we had that. Yeah, we did have the brethren we went and played computer with, played football with, basketball with, and we didn't act
give you
like.
another joke. Let me give you another joke.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me give you another joke based on what you just said there. I tried to explain something to this to somebody the other day, which is basically we were doing everything the kids were doing. But you see, when we was on the block, as they put it,
Yeah.
if you could, we were having conversations like this.
Exactly.
Like we didn't sit around talking about crime or criminality or anything to do with any of that stuff. We'd be sitting around having conversations like this, basically.
100%, bro.
Do you get what I mean?
That's why you don't
And
understand
that's what's really weird to me, is that, like, that diversity of thought. It's like, so what? All you do is watch videos of criminals, listen to music made by criminals, or people who you assume are criminals. Do you get what I'm saying? To then go and commit crimes.
There's no diversity.
Do you get what I mean? So what? So
no
you don't
slow jams.
Right? Do you get what I mean?
No, like I'm trying to explain to them. Do
you understand what I'm saying?
We still love slow.
No brownstone,
No,
no
Do
SWV.
you understand?
I don't know. I don't get it. It's
Yeah,
like there's no
do you know what I mean?
balance.
And so basically, to coin a phrase, since we were talking about comedians earlier, as Cat Williams said, so you banging on breakfast.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So you wake up in the morning hard. Literally,
Pause.
whatever you want to do, pause, no, whatever, you know what I mean, all of that stuff. But the point is you wake up in the morning, banging on breakfast. So you walk down the stairs like,
Yeah, vex.
Yeah.
so you can't smile, you can't crack a joke, you can't laugh. Do you know what I mean? You can't go on a little night out with your missus and just leave the man them for a night and just.
But when you do, that's when you realize, right? I don't know about.
No, you don't, and you know why you don't? Because you're not hard. Because if you stop for 1 minute and crack a smile,
You might even like it.
no, someone might think I'm a victim, or I'm an idiot, or I'm a pussy.
It doesn't
or,
even make no sense.
No, of course it don't make sense, and that's my point.
Glass ceilings.
Because what you've created in your mind is, if you smile, if you laugh, if someone sees it, hey, that's vulnerability.
100%.
They're gonna take me for an idiot.
Yeah.
So I've got to be hard 24 hours a day, so I'm not a victim, and man know that I'm a killer.
Yeah.
Bro,
And
that's
the
not
great-
even
see, the
normal.
great
That's not
thing-
even good for your health.
The great thing about that
Man,
is
they
that
become too paranoid as well. I know man that won't take out their gal.
No, you
because they're
can't.
like,
You can't.
babe, I'm slipping.
Yeah.
So he's got big bees, 100
She better have a bulletproof weave.
100 racks under the bed, but he won't leave the block.
the good thing as well is that I love like it's good to be able to be yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? It's good to be able to be yourself. People that understand you, they're cool. Like if you get it twisted, then you might see a different side of X. You might see a different side of myself. Do you get what I'm saying? Which I'm not trying to promote. You just might see that side, but majority of the time it's love. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's good energy and it's good vibes. And you're gonna have to really push me into a corner for you to see that anyway. Because I've learned how to not bring that out. Do you get what I'm saying? So
And stay away from people that.
yeah,
will-
that's the key
that
as
is
well.
more than- you know what I
That
mean?
is the key. I'm telling you, man. Just be around people that don't bring it out.
Because you got to blame yourself after a little while. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, I
yeah,
can't.
definitely.
If I'm getting drawn out too often, then what am I doing wrong? Where am I? What is it? Where is that?
Yeah. But again, that's another thing we'll get into another time, which is accountability. But that's a whole nother show. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, you have to remove yourself from situations, negative, toxic, bad situations, or things that just bring out the wrong side of you, or things, or change your spirit, for want of a better word.
Definitely.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I believe.
You can fly or sorry.
Well, I do. Now we're gonna go there. Actually, let's talk
Sorry,
about
man.
that. Let's talk
It's
about
the
that.
pause. It's the
See what
pause.
I'm
I
saying?
got in there.
See what I'm saying?
Sorry.
You see what I mean? And he
I
wonders why. Yeah, because like, see, I used to have haters. People used to, like beef and thing. Like, like man in school, they used to hate on me. No, but
Sorry.
no, but he was always doing that.
Yeah,
That's
that
what he
kind
was
of
doing.
foolishness.
That's
No, for real.
and that's what caused all the problems.
Oh shit.
You negate that bit of the story, but anyway, yeah.
You need to make him a resident.
That
He needs to be a
was-
resident on it.
He is a resident, by the way, as you can tell. Like, you know what I mean?
cool.
This is all my people. You know what I'm saying? I go
Cool,
straight
man.
from the fam. But the point is that he won't be coming back for at least 5 episodes. He's banned.
I got banned.
On his first.
My first outing.
His first, but it's only right. It's only right. This is how he's always been. You know what I mean? If he was in a science class, he wouldn't be happy to get thrown out. Do you know what I mean? So this is me making him feel at home.
He can bring it out. You know, it's not everyone that can bring it out. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's good. You know.
Do you know what I mean? He's only done 2 accents today, and he refused to do one of them. So
Yeah,
don't worry.
yeah,
Next time we'll get all the accents. But that's another story. That's another story altogether. And he didn't even want to go into the comedy thing. He just he skimmed over it. He let Jay answer the question. But that's another one. You know what I mean? He's easy. Do you know what? Anyone would think he came with his publicist. Is it a publicist? Yeah. Anyone would think there's a publicist sitting down over there.
You went to the shop.
Yeah. He's
like don't answer that question. Make sure he doesn't ask me that question. All right, yeah.
I'll sort you out.
So what I've said.
He doesn't know I know you.
Any glass ceiling talk.
What I'll do is I'll look at you. You answer.
I look confused. I don't know what he's talking about. Glass ceiling. What are you talking
about?
Cement. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Frame right off. A frame right off. He's not even professional. That man. I know him.
We tack him at the end.
Yeah, tack him.
Spin it back on him. I mean, got a few glass ceilings of his own, innit?
Yeah.
What does he think he is anyway? You know him better than I do. Do you know what I mean? I'm just throwing it out there.
Where your glass ceilings, agent?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, where's your glass ceiling?
Yeah, you ain't got no glass ceilings, mate.
Well, mine is my glass ceilings. I'll be honest with people. You know what I mean? I don't mind. I'll put it out there. My glass. Yeah, I've got to win it. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. They don't like to get.
I've never seen him like this before.
They don't like to get in the comments. They don't like to get in the comments. So I've got to open up, just make them feel like they know me. But the point is, my glass ceiling is technology. Believe it or not, that's my glass ceiling.
What? Okay.
I just don't like to deal with it. I don't like to interact with it too much. I just don't. That's my glass ceiling. If I took time out to understand it a bit more, get into it a bit more, deal with it a bit more.
So you got a big back TV.
I was the same.
You got a big back TV at home.
Nah, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
Can we give him a round of applause?
Hey, he's always gonna get in there. I told you, don't. Hey, he's here.
I was just trying to gauge where he was.
He's here a week. He's here a week.
So what? Have you got a big back TV at home?
I know.
No,
I know.
I haven't got that. What are you talking about?
I let him go because when he said the big back, I was like,
I got a big back
TV.
Oh,
You went in. That was a good one.
He almost got me.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
But that was starting off. But
yeah.
No, but
you know the plasma, the heavy plasma.
That no bracket can take. There was there. You just lean it up on a table because there's no bracket. All the universal brackets broke. You know what I mean? He tried to put it on. It's like, no. You know what? Just put it on the table and lean it against the wall.
No
put it on the table, lean against the wall.
Yeah, you know the plasma I'm talking about.
Oh shit.
Because you know the rest of the screens are
it's still good. It's still good. It's Sony.
Oh,
it's still good.
Us old school people call
it the best one.
Plasma,
it's the best one,
regardless what it is. It's a plasma screen still.
Oh shit!
They don't remember what actual plasma is.
That's actually really old school. But yeah, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
No, so you do like a bit of technology.
I was like that.
No,
I don't.
I don't.
Forced into it. I had
social media, just all of it, everything, bro. Like just the whole thing. Like
social media.
Yeah, put it into a PDF and send it to me. So,
what?
That's the side you don't like. You don't like,
bro,
the phone and
like
social media.
You can see the circuit shut down and the smoke start coming out my ears.
Are you that
bro.
bad, really?
Bro, I swear down.
I'm like that as well. To be
don't
honest
get me wrong. It's not that I don't know nothing about it. I know enough about it to do the basics.
Seem like
but
you know, like you should.
No, I know enough about it to do the basics, but I don't like it. See, there's a difference.
I know what you're saying. I
don't like it
because you're real.
I don't like to interact with it. I just don't like to deal with it. I don't like to.
You have to get to a fake place.
Basically,
to work it. I'm gonna be honest.
He did say that was your glass ceiling. You did it.
I did. Yeah.
And that's why I was saying because of how he is. He's one of them so real. He's real.
Don't say that. I'm not.
I'm not.
Too real for his own good.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, whatever you consider real to be. But yeah.
No, but you know, like some people, we can belie things. We can let them slide.
As I put it, I got issues. Yeah, definitely.
I can't see Jeremy. Jeremy don't he can't let nothing slide. Even if he lets it slide verbally, he mentally won't.
He's sitting there preying it.
Yeah. Look at her toes, man.
She was fine.
Yeah. I'm definitely that.
It's occurring.
Yeah, once you said the toes, I'm like, rah. Man in the football group we're busting up right now. If they're watching, they'll be busting up. They'll be like, bruh, we got the evidence.
Are you a toe man?
Huh?
No, it's not like he's a toe man.
No, it's not that I'm a toe man. It's like,
see, I understand it.
don't highlight imperfections, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? I can work around imperfections. I'm not like somebody
but
who
if
needs
you highlight
perfection.
it,
But don't highlight
so
imperfections.
then now I'm zoomed in now.
100%.
You're drawing attention to the thing, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he will not say it like that. He won't mind cellulite though. You see the kind of guy.
Yeah. I got that problem.
You're told, I'm not. He's not going. Oh, don't you have no cellulite though? You know what I'm saying? It's not that. Not that
that's what I'm
deep.
saying. It's not an imperfection thing.
Nah,
but it's like
that's
don't
not-
draw attention
Yes.
to blatant
Nah, I
flaws.
understand.
One day you guys got to interview X, you know. You got to interview X.
No, I don't do
I know it's
interviews,
his
man.
worst
I don't do
nightmare.
interviews, man.
Worst nightmare.
I don't do interviews.
I don't do it.
You see, even if a woman got into an argument with X, oh Lord.
Oh man, don't start making people cover the comments.
No, you're just too straightforward for her to get any results.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. I know how it
Because I
works.
don't argue. No, but I'm not into arguing.
I'm not into arguing either.
But
I'm into debates.
Yeah.
No.
Debates.
I'm just into the facts. I don't like to stray around the facts.
yeah.
Let's just deal with the facts. You get what I'm
there you
saying? All that other stuff is like, you get what I'm saying? How you feel about stuff. I don't really want to talk about how you feel about it.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's talk about what
And
happened.
that's what women want to talk about. They don't want to.
Exactly.
No.
No.
You want to talk about what happened and tell me about how you felt about what happened.
Can you imagine him in a relationship?
That's what I said to you.
Huh?
Oh my
God.
You want to talk about what happened? Yeah.
No, but
I'm
not
going
like
out that
I'm
door.
not actually like that. I'm not even like that.
Are you
I'm
not?
like that. I used to be that. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be, but I don't bring that
So
into.
honest. He's so.
I am,
honest.
and that's another problem. That's another problem.
Yeah.
Honesty is horrible, bro. Like,
If I was to matchmake him, I wouldn't matchmake him with I wouldn't matchmake him with a black girl or a white woman. She'd have to be like Spanish, Portuguese.
Why?
That's just how I'd think. You know what I mean? I know certain girls and I like the way he's assertive. You know?
Yes, so straightforward.
you know,
Straightforward, you know?
By the way, I designed this pod in a way so it's not about me, not about my
Well,
we're starting to talk about me. But anyway, like I said, I've got a guest here. Yeah, and my guest is actually famous.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Don't be so
like I
stupid.
say, tell us about some of the work you've done and some of the famous people you've interacted with. You know,
Well, I don't-
just for the you know,
Some of the actors
give
you
me your
actresses you can-
socials, give him your socials. You know, get the old what's the word I'm looking for? The desirables. You know, the fans.
There is no fans out there.
You know, the fanatics.
Fanatics.
You know, there's maybe there are a few. You know,
Have you started any African things?
Sorry, I haven't. You know, I done an African advert for Maltina. Is it Maltina?
Maltina.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know about Maltina.
Yeah,
of course he knows about. What kind of question you ask, man? I'm half Niger. What am I? No, yeah, Maltina.
Yeah.
Another Maltina advert.
Don't
which
lie.
Is, yeah.
I gotta look that up, man. I'm gonna Google that now.
Google the Maltina advert.
Come on,
But
bro.
no, I haven't tapped into my African.
Did you put a full accent on and everything?
I think, yeah, I'm sure I
You
did.
did, yeah.
I had an
Oh,
African outfit, all sorts.
Quality.
Yeah,
I gotta
Maltina,
look for that.
But
Did you get any free Maltina?
I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. That was
You must have
earlier.
drank some doing it.
Yeah, I had to on the day, but I don't like
Was it
Supermalt,
cold?
though, which is weird. I'm sorry
don't
that
like
I
Supermalt?
don't. Yeah, he's like, you know, can we shut this down? Like,
Yeah.
camera, alright, it's the end. Right?
Start unplugging it.
You don't like Supermalt?
Man, see a man underneath the table, start unplugging your mic.
Yeah. Like, right, everyone just lights go down, everything shuts down.
So
like,
you see how
Okay.
Nigeria got the Nollywood? What, have Ghanaian? What they got?
I
The
don't
Ghana
know. I
got
haven't tapped
Chalywood.
into. Man said
Hollywood, that's straight ism, you know. He's Kenyan, by the way. He's Kenyan.
I know.
So you see
I know.
where
I was
you
gonna
see where
ask
it
you,
came
I'm-
from? No, they're mad racist. They're
I know,
mad
are they?
racist. Yeah, of course they are. You don't know about
You
Kenyans?
racist? No, do you know? I got
Yeah.
one brethren. I got
They
one
think it's
brethren.
banner. See,
They think
that's
it's
why I
banner.
asked the question about what's allowed, as because he'll start making noises in a minute. He won't even start making words. He'll start. Everything.
Yeah, that's if you're South African.
No, whether you are or not, whether you are or not. See what I mean? And
That sounds like the Snoop Dogg.
And he'll
That's
think,
what I
see,
said.
that's what I'm saying. He'll think it's satire. He thinks that's funny.
That sounds like
But my point is, you're Ghanaian and he'll start
Yeah.
doing that to you. But my point is, he'll think that's funny. Do you
He'll
get what I'm
think
saying?
that's funny.
But he'll
They
be
say
busting up in the corner.
Yeah, I'll be like, right, are you
no,
bridging?
but
They're saying Snoop and South African in that tune.
He's
See what I mean? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Look at the
No,
African
but
drums in
see.
Why have you got-
And
do
my
the research.
argument earlier was, if we didn't allow the space, the vacuum, for him to actually do that same stupid foolishness, we wouldn't even entertain his foolishness and start laughing. Do you get me? But we leave that space open. No, for him to attempt to be funny. And even though it's mad racist, you look at him over there and you think
It can be quite
it's
funny.
actually funny.
Yeah. I mean,
because we know you're not racist. We actually know that
but you
you're
said
not.
he was racist.
No, but I said Kenyans.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's from Kenya. Are you from Kenya?
He is Kenyan. He is Kenyan. He is Kenyan.
So
Yeah, he is Kenyan. Yeah, he's a byproduct. But what I'm saying is,
It's a byproduct.
but what I'm saying is he's actually, due to his diverse social group,
Of England.
and
Get the beat up, get the beat.
Get a beat. But what I'm saying is off the back of that, and I'll drop it on the. No, but seriously. No, but what I'm saying is,
You know what I was hoping? I was hoping I was going to get to see some of this Jeremy. You know? Today, I was thinking, right?
You know what?
Is he going to arrest him?
I'm just going to get rid of Agent X now because
Sorry,
it's clear and
I'm sorry.
abundantly obvious that no one is going to respect my anonymity in this world.
You can't bring old school people here. Like you can't. Like I mean,
They can't do this.
I'm anonymous.
He told us. That's what he told me. You know,
I'm
He's like,
anonymous.
We had the conversation about this. You know, if it gets to it, and you know, just say my.
Just say X. You know what I'm saying? What you really want from me? No, don't use the N word. We're en route to clarity.
Can't get away with it. We can't use X's name right now.
But seriously,
early.
man. No, but use it. Hey, cricket came and killed me. Everyone's killed me. Don't worry, man. It's out there now. They know who I am anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But but seriously, fun and joke aside, like I say, that's why I gave the example of leaving the vacuum and the space to actually crack these jokes and to the attempt to be funny about things that may be sensitive for people. That's what comedy is.
When you run
at
your
least
own
the
shit.
attempt.
But you can do that when you run your own shit. When there's people,
No, you can't do that when you run your own shit, man. I got people who want to watch this, man, and they don't like your humor, Jay.
They love
Stop it.
Really?
And I love the people that don't like it. So, they would
Do you
just lead it
understand me
like,
now?
How rude.
I like his.
That means they like it.
No. Like I said to you, half the room is supposed to be offended, and half the room is supposed to be laughing and crying and wiping their face. In this guy, man, what's wrong with you? How can you say that? That's my point.
And when people ain't offended,
don't
when
preach
people
to
are
the choir.
offended, it makes it funnier.
Don't preach to the choir. That's my point. Don't preach to the choir. That's my point. Don't try to tell me my point. That was the point. So what I'm trying to say to you is, don't we need these spaces and these vacuums where people can crack these jokes
definitely
about
need them.
things that are supposedly sensitive, but in our actual day-to-day life, in the privacy of our own homes, in the van when we're driving to work, or whatever the case may be, we laugh and joke about these said things.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
All the time.
So
We just don't like certain people to be laughing or in the room with us while we're laughing about it or joking about it.
Yeah.
That's not comedy.
No, it's true.
Comedy's for everybody to laugh at.
Yeah.
And for us all to enjoy that uncomfortable moment and laugh at it. Mm-hmm. Because there's no other moment in your life where you can laugh at that uncomfortable moment. Otherwise, it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
You know what I mean? Especially like in these polarizing times we live in now, where you bring up race and it's like you can't even talk to your friend that you've known for 20 years.
Yeah.
Because they may have an opinion that's a little bit left of your own.
Exactly.
And now all of a sudden you can't agree. To disagree even.
Agree to disagree.
But my point is comedy puts you all in the same room and allows somebody to make light of that thing that you couldn't even agree to disagree on.
Yeah.
And we have to allow, or I believe, I'm going to put my opinion out there, I believe that we have to allow that space for people to crack those uncomfortable jokes.
It's true.
And for people to even laugh at it.
And they should wear a dress next time.
To be fair, like I said, that's why I put the question
Straight
out there,
face,
because
yeah.
I have a
Negligee.
very lovely dress,
Yeah,
size 14.
Yeah.
It's over there in the corner. It's from Monsoon. And next
Yeah,
time,
true.
Man said it's from. No, wait. Man said it's from Monsoon. Why would you put that in there? He could have just said the dress.
The size 14 didn't bother him. The size 14 didn't bother him. No, the size 14 didn't bother him. Ladies, get in the comments.
It's the Monsoon.
It's the Monsoon. Yeah.
I didn't
Maybe he wanted a Karen Millen.
Go on, wear a dress.
Maybe he wanted the Karen
I
Millen.
didn't hear the 14. I didn't hear
The
the
size 14 didn't bother him,
I
ladies.
didn't hear it.
Innit?
I didn't hear it. It says
I'm
from
going where
Monsoon.
it's just gonna be Chanel.
Karen Millen, darling.
Karen, is
Karen
it
Millen.
Is it still even available, Karen Millen?
No, but that's what I'm saying. You want some real couture. You want some
I
old
want
school
couture.
vintage.
Vintage dress. Your man said your auntie should wear a dress next time. Why? What?
You don't have to accessorize.
We need to stop like being limiting ourselves.
Yeah, I felt he was going down
You
that
got to
road.
diversify your portfolio.
Yeah, I
fam.
know, innit? Like most man
That's
wear
what I'm trying to
dresses.
say. Most man, like, look, Chris Rock did it.
You get me? You
Kevin
should-
Hart did it.
Kevin Hart did it. It was Kevin Hart did it.
Kevin Hart
Yeah,
did it.
Did he?
Of course he did it.
Has he?
Are you mad, fam?
So if
Yeah,
you're
man.
not trying to do it, you're not really serious
What
about
you
your
trying to
thing,
do,
fam.
man?
You know,
You're
like
not an actor. Cut this off, man.
Are you trying to be famous or what, man?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make some breadsticks off the back of this one.
you know what I'm saying?
Who is your agent anyway? You need to turn yourself over to Agent X, fam.
You know, like that. You know what I'm
Yeah?
saying?
Turn yourself over to Agent X, fam. I'll get you the rolls. Yeah?
Give me a tape measure.
Hey, 75%. But you know there's a
75%.
there's a clerical fee. Plus agent tax.
I got my brother, big black brother. He's gonna wear a dress. What you say?
I don't care what you're saying. He's wearing the dress. Shut your mouth. Oh.
Yeah.
We're blowing this shit. Oh yeah, take over.
Real goody googles in a dance. Yeah.
Take over.
My brother. Team dark skin, we're in the ass.
I in the dress. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing. You get me? Young Tug and them man bust their gun. You get me? Them man wear dresses. You get me?
Listen, we got the man them in the background. No, don't shoot them. But we're here. They do the shooting.
You know, like that.
Nah, but seriously, fun and joke aside. Yeah, kids. Yeah,
Don't
stop
wear
the black on
dresses.
black crime.
Yeah, don't know. Not on a serious
Do
note.
not watch Lil Nas X and people like that.
Yeah,
Listen,
I need to have some conversations.
I'm not gonna say that
I'm
because
gonna say that, man.
I'm not gonna say that because I'm gonna bring the LGBT community on the pod. You know what I mean, to have their own say. So before I do that, I don't want to.
I know.
You know what I mean? I don't want to. I don't want to
LGBTs that wouldn't be with that. You know the ones there.
No, of course, stand. No, but that's why.
Overly
That's why I
sexual
said-
images. It doesn't matter whether it's heterosexual.
Stop.
video,
Stop. No, but stop. That's one point though. I'm going to bring somebody on to speak for them. So you get me. So they can say from their own. So we don't have to speak for. Just like I wouldn't have a conversation about men and women without a woman in the room.
Yeah.
I mean, literally on the pod.
No,
you get me?
so-
There's
no,
many
no, I
subjects I
respect-
could touch
I respect
on, but
that, I
I'd have a
respect
woman in the room. So
I respect
I'm
that.
not going to now start talking about them when they're not here. Do you understand what I'm saying? We can't speak for them,
no.
as you always say to me.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, I'll have the people in the room to talk about the subjects that
Definitely.
are relevant when we're talking about
so
them.
saying that, just
But
while
yeah.
I'm saying that,
But
I
go
wouldn't,
on, yeah.
I wouldn't like my daughters watching City Girls and there's
No, of
these
course.
Cardi B
Well, it's
and all
the
that.
same
As
thing
much
when
as
people-
I might vibe to it myself as an adult or whatever, I think it's alright.
It's like when people say to me,
you ain't like that.
oh,
Yeah, you know
it's
what
like
I
when people say to me, oh, bro, what, don't you like, sorry, not don't you like, sorry, why would you be grossed out by two men kissing or two women kissing? I'm grossed out by two people kissing.
You
I don't
understand?
like to see people kissing. That's just not my thing. Like, I'm one of them dudes who will be like, get a room. Like, I'm that dude.
yeah,
Do you get what I'm
You're
saying?
him.
Yeah, I am. Because
Yeah.
no, I am, because I don't like to see people. I don't mind displays of affection. They're cool, innit? But I don't want to see two people clean each other's tonsils. No, I don't want to see you clean their tonsils, bruv.
No, I kind of.
Do you get what I mean? And you know what? People are gonna hate me for this, but you know me, I'm already hated. No, I'm already hated, so I don't mind. You know
So you
me.
can
That's
relate,
why.
you can relate
So I
to
can
it.
put. No, I'm already the bad guy, so I don't mind putting it out there. What I'm gonna say is this: is that if it's community, and I hate to be crude, but if it's community, oh, I used a word Anthony used earlier. If it's community tuntun, if it's community tuntun,
Community.
then continue to do that in the public eye and let the public get involved. But if the public are not involved, then take that into a private space and be private.
So what you're saying that if
I'm saying
know
if
you-
you're going to be kissing her up at the bus stop,
everyone should be able to kiss her up.
no. I'm saying
what I thought- that's what I thought from it.
no. What I'm saying is if you're kissing her up at the bus stop in front of everybody, then this is on public display now, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm now involved in your sexual interaction.
What?
I'm at the bus stop, right? I'm here. So I now have to watch you basically making love to your girlfriend.
Well, they're not making love.
No, you are.
X.
You're cleaning out her tonsils. You got your hand up her top or whatever, or you're pulling her bum cheek or whatever. And I have to stand here now and pretend like you're not doing this.
I thought it was just kissing, personally.
Huh?
I thought it was just kissing.
No, but bruv,
He's feeling her
people
up.
people don't socially distance and kiss, bruv. Let's just be real.
When's
you've
the last
kissed,
time?
Hey, when was the last time you kissed somebody, bruv? Let's get into it.
When's the last time you was at the bus stop?
No. But no. Hold on. Let's be real. I do use public transport from time to time. No, but seriously, fun and joke aside, what I'm saying is this, I have driven past bus stops and I have
driven past bus stops.
And no, hold on.
He's gonna lose his credit with that one.
No, I'm not. Hold on. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. I just drive past the bus stop.
I never let you finish, bro. But yeah, anyway, the point is if you let me finish, I've driven past bus stops. I've been at bus stops. Like I said, I do use public transport. But the point is that was just a general example. It was just a general example of a destination or a location where people would be doing something like that. But what I'm saying is you see it everywhere. It's not just there, you see it everywhere. And like I said, a peck on the cheek, a peck on the lips, or even a quick whatever, that's not too bad. I'm talking about people who stand there and start tonguing each other down. That's what I'm talking about.
Why are you standing there watching?
Sorry?
Why are you standing
there? No, but that's what I'm saying. No, you're not understanding my point.
You gotta walk to the next bus stop.
So alright, okay. So what you're saying to me then is if you start pissing at a bus stop and someone's standing there. No. And someone's standing there with their child, are you gonna say, why is your child watching me?
That's a different story.
What do you mean what's a different story? It's the exact same thing. If you are doing something in a public place, do you understand what I'm saying?
There's a child there. That's a whole no. We didn't say there was a child there.
No.
Even if the person's doing a bit too much sexual stuff, I'll be like, yo.
Alright, listen what I'm saying to you. Alright, listen what I'm saying to you. If you're standing at a bus stop and someone starts taking a piss over there, whether you're with your child, you're with your girlfriend, you're on your own, it don't matter. Someone's taking a piss at the bus stop.
Doesn't matter if I'm with
It's
my
a
child.
public place.
It's just bad. Full stop.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's heightened if you're with you.
But I'm just saying.
Forget. Take the child out of it. I just gave that as. What my point is. I'm just getting back to the point, which is basically, you're in a public domain. Just like you're in a public place. There's different types of settings. Like for example, if you're in a nightclub, you see it and it might still irk you, but you're just like, they're drunk or whatever.
It's a nightclub.
It's a different setting. Do you understand? That's why I gave the bus stop as the setting.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. People cleaning each other's tonsils doesn't bother me in that sense. Do you understand? Because there's certain scenarios where you would see something like that and it would be appropriate or it would be the right setting or not the right setting. Let me rephrase that. But you know what I mean? Like it would almost be appropriate in a funny way, and you'd be like, all right, fair enough. Like. It might bother me, but whatever, that happens here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is there's certain like places, public places, where you don't expect to see certain things. That's what I'm saying. Do you understand? And you could put that for anything. Just like, for example, if you was at a bus stop and a man was rolling a spliff, or there's loads of things you could be doing in a public place that wouldn't be appropriate.
I get you.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So what I'm saying to you is in certain environments, I don't want to see anybody doing that, which was my point.
When it comes to public, you know, like, again, if it was a bus stop, we just give a bus stop example. Only reason I said if I was standing there myself and it was making me uncomfortable, I'd probably walk to the next
It's
bus
not
stop.
a case of making you uncomfortable, and that's what I'm saying. It's not that it makes you uncomfortable, but what I'm saying is if you're in a public place like that, like, everybody has to use that space, isn't it?
I agree.
Do you understand
Some
what I'm
people
saying
might
to you?
enjoy watching that.
No, I'm not saying.
So,
all right, let me give you another example then. So, for example, like what you're saying there, like breastfeeding.
yeah.
Some people might want to watch a woman get her breast out and stare at her breast.
And that's something that's accepted by
Some
society.
women might
have
actually
to do it.
Some women may actually like
You
the
staring.
thrill of people staring at their breast.
Yeah.
No, but people don't talk about these things.
No, they don't.
There must be these people. There are these people. Do you
Yeah.
get me? But then other women just breastfeed and they go out of their way to try and not make it uncomfortable for other people and all these things. It's just something
And
they've chosen to do, and
there's some people that just go, wow.
Get me?
See, I try not to stare. I try not to stare. When I see a woman breastfeeding, I try my best to, like, let's say that the woman's breastfeeding.
Oh my days.
The man said he's breastfeeding, you know. Shut that.
Mac, leave that one in, yeah?
No, let's say that someone's breastfeeding. I try my best to not focus on what is going on. Like, I'm like,
No, but if you've had a conversation, someone's having a conversation with you and they just go, whack.
no, I've never had that.
I've had that. I've had like having a conversation and it's like, and it's like, bam. And I'm like, yeah. Trying to continue the conversation. But it's like, they just whacked out the breast. It's sometimes, even when I was younger, it was older people as well.
Yeah.
They just was chatting to you and it's like, it might even be an auntie or something like, you're not family,
Yeah,
auntie, but like
yeah.
an auntie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just whacked it out in front of me and I was young. Like, man, that's a breast.
Yeah.
Man said that's a breast.
It's before you've even seen them things.
It's a 5-star breast.
Yeah.
Breast.
Yeah. It's got 5 dots around it.
Oh my God. I can imagine he's
What do you mean?
so different. I can imagine he is.
So there's been uncomfortable places. You could be. Some people just whack out. Yeah. So I understand what you're saying. There's some people that just do it in front of you, and there's some people that cover themselves and make it cover.
Yeah.
And then you don't. You're cool with talking to them still if you need to talk.
So
to them.
we're talking about breastfeeding now. I just want to put that out.
Yeah.
We're talking about
This is what he does.
No, look. Listen, I did not digress.
You did mention earlier that you was a bit of a perv in real life. Not the character that you played. You did mention that earlier. I just want to put that out there. Mac, don't edit that. Cheers. But
Definitely got to edit that.
no, you definitely did say that though.
I know. I remember saying.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm good. You got a good memory. But yeah, so because you are a perv, you said you try not to look. Since we are talking about breastfeeding, no.
Why don't you try and look?
No.
Because you're a perv?
No. See. You see, the thing is, the clue's always in the diction, and that's why you need to learn your diction and go to school and learn English because it's the language you're using.
Language
And
bias.
the word.
That you
See, the fact that you have to try.
Not to look. See, he's good in it.
The clues all in the diction.
It's just the clues all in the diction.
You know,
And the
I
silver line.
try not to look.
Well, I had to.
No, I try not
No,
to
but
look.
he's really good. I'll give him that.
I try not to look.
He's fucked up.
The operator.
You tried
Hey,
not to look.
Mac, make sure you get that little, make that the advert and just
You tried not to look. Yeah, chicken chit.
try not to tried not to look.
Yeah.
Tried.
And
nice
the
one. So there's all types of breasts, you know. No, but seriously. Seriously, I don't know how we got here. We always digress every single
Every
week.
episode,
We always digress. But
Are you a breast man or?
Anthony,
I like a side breast. Yeah.
Like side breast? Or?
listen, a side breast. Are we talking about chicken or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Try and get off the
yeah.
old chicken, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's not good for you, is it? Chicken.
Well,
What about you? A
meat,
breast
yeah.
man or a?
If I was to do a bit of chicken,
Mm-hmm.
I am a breast man. Yes.
Very, very clever. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I've had a bit of rare nephews, just by the way.
Yeah.
Just want to put that out there.
Mike,
I'm strictly apple juice, by the way.
you a breast man or a?
I was gonna say the breasts have glass ceilings.
I believe people create glass ceilings in their minds around everything, and yes, some people may have a breast glass ceiling in their mind.
God.
You know, just think back to the film Weird Science. You know,
I used to love
some
that.
people, are on the computer and they're
Ah.
like, and other people are like his mate and they go off the script. So that's what I'm saying. You know, it's what your glass ceiling is.
You posted something about Weird Science, didn't you? About the. You
Oh
exactly
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
I did. To be fair, I did.
Yes,
I
I
did.
remember.
Oh, did you like it? Did you? Well.
Actually, I did. Yes.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Right, so-
but yes. So, like we said, glass ceilings. We've smashed them down and broken them into
Yes.
pieces,
And we're still here.
and we're still here, still going strong, and still a few more that we're trying not to create or break down.
That's right.
Correct.
So maybe think about how you perceive things. Think about why you even think what you think, why you feel the way you do, what's making you feel the way you do, and then try and try and put yourself in uncomfortable positions, and try and be as comfortable in uncomfortable spaces as you can. What I would say is something I learned a long time ago. I read, it's like Buddhists will probably get it a lot more than most people. But the point is when you say peace to people, like being at peace or peace, what do you think of? Most people think of like quietness, stillness, water. You hear all sorts of answers. Do you get what I mean? But really, being at peace, being at one with yourself is being around the madness, being around the melee, being around the craziness, and still being centered. If you have to take yourself away from everything to be that way, then that isn't peace. Do you understand what I mean?
Definitely.
So, yeah,
Bars.
I say all of this to say glass ceilings, smash them, create your little haven. Hey, big up my man though, because he's been
Yeah,
trying to
he's
get
been
on camera.
Yeah, he's
all
been on
day.
camera. He's been on camera.
Brat, big up yourself, yeah, Mr. Fly. Yeah, I mean, you're in the place. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so basically, I say all of that to say, smash your own glass ceilings within your own mind, and the ones that may or may not exist, and
Achieve
that place. Do you get what I'm saying? That comfortable space where you can still be around everything and still maintain that. Do you get what I'm saying? You know? And I've brought a perfect example of it today. You know? So yeah, I think I've kind of wrapped it up with that, and that's a poignant point to leave it on. Any of you got anything to say? Anything you want to promote? Put your socials out there. You know what I mean? Send a shout out for any of the fanatics or fans that might be watching.
I just want to say, that
Get them sugar.
X's new EP mixtape called Glass Ceilings
Will be out.
on the 6th of October. I repeat, on the 6th of October.
Video coming soon.
Featuring Ceilings,
Which is the first EP.
which is the first EP, the first track as well on the track list. Also, Glass Ceilings, which is second track.
Yeah.
Ceilings is believing.
Ceilings is Believing, which is the third track featuring CeeLo. How many tracks are on there? 5 tracks. So what's the fourth one?
Heavy ceilings.
Heavy Ceilings, which is the 4th track.
Yeah.
Big tune. And
We've also got the unruly track with Popcorn called Break Them.
break down the ceilings.
Hashtag ceilings.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay,
So make sure you cop that. You're done now. Thank
done
you
now.
very much for having me.
No,
Having me.
definitely,
I don't know what
definitely.
having me means. Having me.
Yeah, well, you know, we got to do it. Got to draw you out. Do you know what I mean? Help us and help them and everybody else, hopefully, to start getting en route to clarity.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And get some clarity in here. There's not much clarity in the room because we enjoying each other's company a bit too much. So yeah, we're gonna cut it there before we go too far. Before we go too far.
Smoky.
But yeah, Big Mac
Smoky
Truck,
ceilings.
Jay, my guest, A, done now already,
been a
bruv.
pleasure.
Double A in the
It's
building.
been a pleasure.
Me, myself, and I, Black Yoda, Agent X, en route to
done.
clarity, the draw out, dislike, unfollow, unsubscribe. Brat, we out later.
Sweet.
Ugh.